Hello, everybody, and welcome tonight with us, Ginton Dice. So please, why don't you go ahead and grab a chair, grab a drink, sit back and relax as you watch a bunch of us, nerdy friends, sit around at a virtual table to play Dungeons and Dragons.
Dur
Kind of
dur dur
second
dur
edition.
dur.
Unfortunately, we are down one tonight. He will be back next time, I hope, but that is
You will
fine.
be missed.
He will be missed. He rolled another nat one, and we just had he rolled too many, so we had to end
It
it.
was enough.
If you roll like a certain amount of nat ones, like you're off, you're cut.
It's like a
Yeah,
red card.
You
You're
will
suspended for
take
a
the
game.
hex skull.
Whatever happens to your characters, like who knows, but you're suspended. Um,
oh, that's
that would be very interesting as well if you played like a very weird game where like leveling up was actually experience. So like if you got enough nat ones, you had to like suspend your character for a game or something, and you
To
could
be
potentially
fair,
miss.
one could make the argument that having more natural ones should mean leveling up faster since you learn more from your failures.
I don't know about that.
Just saying.
There's a
One
lot
could
of
make
no. There's a lot of playthroughs
said argument.
where Kratos keeps dying and they don't figure out how to beat this person. So
okay. I'm sorry, but it's hard. Okay, it's really hard.
Having
Like
buttons is
having to
hard.
fight, having to fight, having to fight Baldur on the hardest difficulty is just really difficult.
well, yeah,
It's symbolic.
shows that you don't know and you just don't learn. So,
I
anyways,
mean, playing the Valkyrie. I remember doing the Valkyrie Queen on the highest difficulty. I spent like
Oh my
I
god,
spent
I
20
hated
seconds
that
on
one
it.
too.
I spent 20 seconds on it. I was like, you know what? I don't want to hate myself. I'm gonna play on normal difficulty again.
I've there is countless of people I gotta do it right or something like that, so they play it on the hardest, and I'm like, that just seems
It's a game.
sad. It just seems a little sad. Like, you don't go hard
yeah,
for the glory. You do it like maybe for shits and giggles.
Yeah, but some people are like, but then I can say that I did it. I'm like, nobody cares. I'm sorry.
I
unless I
played what was the what's the Star Wars game with the red haired guy?
Fallen Order.
Yeah, Fallen Order.
Fallen Order. I played that on the hardest difficulty, but it's mostly because I played it on like the normal setting and it just wasn't like challenging enough.
And
And
see,
so I went up to like I played it on Jedi Master.
that's understandable, but people were just doing it for fun. Anyways, why don't we go ahead and get into tonight's episode? So, where we last left off, you guys, after the ordeal with the Zetham and this giant creature that seemed to be locked eyes with uh, Garbu, um,
love
you
at first sight.
yeah, definitely, it was an attraction you couldn't get rid of. Um, with major assistance from the guild master, was able to capture the creature and uh, pretty much lock him away. You guys rested up, went back and checked on the shopkeep, retrieved some of the items that you got, but the shopkeep herself was not there. And as you guys were leaving, met or encountered a very large gentleman. I already forgot his name. Who made it?
Master Bell.
I think it was Bell.
Mm.
Who?
I don't think we as characters got told aside from
oh, we did.
his
Yeah,
servants like mentioning his name, but I don't think they directly were
yeah,
like,
no.
"Oh, this is
As
his name."
characters, nobody like really got to know his name. They reference him as Master. I think um Aeth would, because the servant has mentioned Master Bell a couple of times. So Aeth at least kind of understands, and I would say Aeth could have easily informed you guys that, because you guys had stopped for a couple of times.
Yep.
So, anyways, uh, with a very interesting lift challenge, you guys were able to prove that you are somewhat worthy of his interest, and he made a deal with you guys. Take him to Crisport, and you guys would receive payment. And I think it was what you guys agreed 700 each of
it
you.
was something like that. I think he had
750.
offered 500, and then we said
750.
something. We had
750.
like a better offer.
Yeah, and then so 750 about the four of you was 3,000, and they paid you 1,000 first, and then the 2,000 will be upon completion. So you guys agreed to it. He agreed to it, and the next day you all set out with very small conversations here and there. Not much has been known. It seems like a basic traveling with other people and all together like 3 carts. You guys stopped by Bridgewood and had some breakfast there as you arrived decently early and then continue traveling. After passing Bridgewood, some of you all noticed a patch of area in the woods not too far from the trails that looked like it was a fight scene that happened, but you don't see any bodies there. You guys kept going just a little bit longer because it was starting to reach the point of nightfall. There you guys set up camp, started watches, and for the second time, Saphras, who seems to have a habit of going out extremely late in the night, as she says that she's going to go wash up and stuff like that. You all had a conversation about it the first night, and then on the second night, Aeth, you informed Elise, hey, sorry for Aeth, you informed Elise that she has gone out again and asked Elise to keep an eye or check. And Elise, I think you might have delete us a little too hard because Sarah doesn't want you to come back up.
I'm just gonna leave it at this.
You don't have to, yeah, you're fine. So, Elise, you kind of waited a little bit as it seems like it's not like dawn per se, but it is getting brighter outside. But still, you know, that darkish, but it's just getting slightly brighter. You contacted Sophris and, you know, hey, are you okay? As she responded with, she thinks there's like these 2 ghoul looking like creatures in front of her, and she's been stuck. You, with a huff, just set your way into the woods, and kind of like before you got close to the scene that you think you're starting to hear noise, you go into your astral form with this bright light kind of coming off of you, and I think we're going to go straight into this. So let's give you this instead. There we go. So, Elise, as you started to approach this area, you know what? No, I want to give you something different. Let's give you this one. As you started to approach this area, what you saw was looks like in the shadows of these 2 kind of like weird moving creatures that through the shadows, while they're slightly out of your vision, appear to be in a slightly shifting form. Could appear to be like ghouls, And then
Mhm.
you see from across the other direction 3 dragonborns as they all stepped up, and they look like they're in tribal like wear. And give me a second. No. Okay. They appear to be like in tribal like wear, and one in the middle with this spear that's giving off a slight glow to it, with his eyes just pure white. Um, at this moment, it doesn't necessarily look like they noticed you, but with you giving off of your bright light, one of them points out to your direction, and they're not talking quietly, but it's also doesn't sound like common language. It does sound like Draconic, but you've heard Draconic speak around you a couple of times as well. And this just seems off. Like, it doesn't sound like natural Draconic.
Mhm.
And the one in with the white eyes kind of points in a direction just a little bit in front of you, and he says something. He's just Gorshak, Ishkabak, as the one of the dragonborns next to him kind of takes a couple of steps and looks like he kind of goes to bellow and then release this frost breath kind of outwards towards this direction. And you hear like the sound of something in the bushes move, but you don't see anything.
I mean, yeah, I would have already, as they were talking, I would have already cast a spell on them.
What were you trying to cast?
Erupting Earth, so they can all make a dex save in a 20-foot radius or
Okay,
cube.
so we'll get to that. So, as you kind of go off to cast that, since you're casting that, then go ahead and make a perception check.
Oh, and also an arrow would have shot into the guy, into the wide-eyed guy's face. But perception, you say?
Yes, since you're technically in the part of attacking, this will be kind of like you not using your wisdom, or not wisdom, your like passive perception. 24. All right, so you don't see it, but as you're casting this, you hear something like something is cutting the air, and you hear like kind of softly something laying next to you, and in the corner of your eye it seems unnatural.
Mhm.
But you hear the words of Sophris as she yells, "The one in the white is mine!" And she just darts into that direction. So let's go ahead and do the dex save part.
DC 16.
Go ahead and roll it in chat for me, if you don't mind.
Ooh.
All right, so they both fail. Both of them will take the damage.
Are they all close? Are they all close together? Because it's quite a big effect.
No, there was one with kind of like we'll say like a next block with the dragonborn with wide eyes, but the one that he had to go do that ice breath, it's kind of like almost a simultaneous, as that one stepped a couple of feet upwards to release its breath, you released your attack. So he's kind of like a little bit away. And so as you cast this, and they go prone, if I'm correct, right? Or is it just difficult terrain?
This is just because difficult terrain.
Okay. And so
And then the main guy gets an arrow to the face as well.
okay. And as your arrow flies and strikes him, and kind of like
Oh, it doesn't, because I rolled that one.
Well, actually, yeah. Okay. So as it kind of shoots off, and unfortunate effect as like it shakes underneath them, making him such a harder target to hit. Uh, but she doing this like shakiness that happened, catching them off guard. She darts in between both of them and just kind of like a drop kick push that Dragonborn away,
Mm-hmm.
and she darts after him.
Sure.
And so now,
I'll go clean up the noobs then.
there we go. So why don't we go here? Let's put it about right there. That seems good to me. Yeah, that's fine. All right. And with that, why don't we...
Cole, are you able to see out of curiosity?
No.
I think it's doing the thing again. DM Sama.
Leroy, can you see?
I can see.
Okay. So it's just us.
I wonder if
It's
it's
just
just because you two are invisible.
Probably.
Probably.
So
You
can
know,
you...
technically, if you're invisible, light isn't like hitting your eyes. It's just going
Anyways,
straight
can
through it,
you
so
see
you
now or
couldn't see.
no?
No.
All right,
No.
give me 1 second.
One Mississippi.
2 Mississippi.
Can
Okay,
you...
now I can see.
All right, so can you see if I do this?
No.
Interesting.
I
You
can't.
just can't see.
Well, you can just
Uh,
have them there, I suppose.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll keep them there. Can you guys see again?
I can see.
Okay,
Yep.
so that's a little neat trick that I know. If I don't want you to see something, I just make you go invisible.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Ah.
Sounds
I'll
fine
keep
to
that
me.
in mind because that seems very interesting. And let's get all those dice rolled. Fantastic. So, all right. He going to go there. He is so as you go and with just your glowy self and you starting to cast the spell and shoot off arrows, you hear the sound of something as it kind of like sprints and runs, and you look over and you can see now this looks like one of the same creatures that was at the stadium when that orb of the specter went through, and it like it's almost like they either are possessed or they died, but now they're giving off this purplish aura, this dark purplish aura about them, and you just know all too well that this is not a good fellow. No good fellow at all. It is now your turn.
I will back off to waste more of their turns running at me. There we go, and then I will shoot at the one that tried to get close to me.
Okay.
Yeah. First this one. Does a 14 hit?
Yes, it does.
He takes 15 radiant damage. And then he gets an arrow to the face, that one. God damn it. Slow, let's show us that. I don't know why it's so slow, but it normally isn't, but I guess. Oh, I have
gosh.
advantage.
You
I
get
have
advantage.
So, god damn it, roll again. No, that's
Hey!
fine.
Hey, there you
Hey,
go.
there you go.
Hey. I mean, it's the same damage, but
25 damage to that guy.
Nice. Okay. As you just start unleashing onto him as he kind of comes charging and is like bouncing off of him a little bit. the one, I'm gonna say he's about. I'll say it'll cost him one extra move to get out of that because he was near the cusp end of it. Then he.
Essentially double movement for everything.
Yeah, why not? He's going to use his. He'll use his action to dash as he tries to get closer to you as you kept trying to get further away. And then he as well. Yeah, why not? As he will come running up as well, trying to quickly. Oh wait, no, never mind. Hold on, because he's in that difficult terrain.
Half movement.
So he will only be able to get to there. Fantastic. And then I believe that will put him. He'll have like to do 2 more. Yeah. Okay. It is this creature's turn. As he comes mad dashing as well. And you can just start to hear all of the sounds as there's just footprints falling. You can hear in the background of more sounds like more fighting going on. He. Ooh, nice. I like that. He's going to. Oh, why not? He'll just run all the way. But he can't do anything.
Bella.
Yep. Alright, Elise, it is now your turn.
Because I already cast the blade before combat, because I'm a bastard who prepared. I'm gonna hit the guy in front of me in the face.
Okay.
Hopefully. No, I'm not spell slotting because I already used it. 24 for 10 damage.
That hits. Let's.
Oh.
He was at. Just hold on. Yeah. So he has to make a. Yep. Okay. What else do you do?
And then the Dragonborn to the left of me is gonna get an arrow to the face.
Okay.
Unless I roll natural 1 for the 3rd time on it. Should be awkward. No. 20 and 7 damage. And then for my movement, because there's.
So I'm gonna. Okay, I was reading this. So I'll let you take this back if you want. So as you assaulted on this this entity that charged all the way up at you, and you just cut into it, and seeing as it kind of crumpled to the ground, and you turned to start focusing on the other Dragonborn, you hear the sound of it still moaning as you look back over it, and you can see it getting back up again.
Oh, okay, but then I will.
So that is up to you. I was reading.
No,
this.
okay. I didn't.
So he.
Then I'll
have...
stay still because I don't want to take a random attack on me.
What is it? Yeah. Okay, so do you still hit the Dragonborn, or do you try to hit him? What do you do for that bonus action part?
I'm gonna still hit the Dragonborn because I don't want to roll disadvantage.
Fantastic. Okay. He is then going to swing around, and while you are flanked.
Am I flanked?
Yeah.
Am I though?
First one, a 19.
Yeah.
Oof.
What is this?
I think that misses.
I don't want that. What was this? What did that have? Go off. No.
Oh boy.
Delete that one, because that's not what he did.
Tuna fish salad.
Game. Stop fucking up on me. There we go.
Lay down, bud.
Second one was 17.
Also hits exactly my AC.
Okay, both of them 8 damage. Surprisingly.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't even the advantage part. The next one... 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And then, so he'll get there for 30 movement. And then he'll get there again. Alright. Nope. 5, 10. He can't run through a tree. He'll get there. And he'll wait as he starts rushing up.
Mm-hmm.
The one that came back is going to swing at you. And you know what? You're right. I'm going to say, while you are flanked, it's not by allies. So it's kind of weird because it's like you are flanked by creatures. But we'll play it how for now. 16 and 18.
Only the 18 hits.
Only the 18 hits. Okay. 7 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And it is now your turn. As these creatures, both these two mysterious entities, again, you've seen them before, just unsure what they do.
Fuck my life. Wait a minute. I forgot my Cosmic Omen was uneven, so I can... That makes the first one miss. Second one miss. And I just need to roll 1 on this one. Yeah, none of the attacks actually hit me.
Okay.
Hey!
So then...
I'm back up to full HP.
Okay. Alright.
And I have no more of the Cosmic Omens, but I just realized because they were all so close that I might as well just burn it on all of them to not get hit.
No, that's understandable. Glad you remembered. But yeah, as they are coming rushing on one side and these other two tribal-like dragonborns come rushing on the other, what is it that you do now?
Okay, I have two on me.
And they don't seem like they're working together. It's just they both happen to notice you first, and it's like now as they're getting closer and closer, they see each other, but it seems like because you're still giving off this glow, it's almost like moth to a flame. They're coming at you.
I'm just gonna spellcasting bullshit. Would it be worth to do this instead? I mean, they are standing in the line there.
You gonna move up here and do a line attack of some sort?
I don't need to move. I don't need to move for it because it's spellcast. It's not cast from me.
Oh. Cast from a point you choose?
From an area within range. And it's exactly what I need to do. So I'm gonna cast exactly as I'm drawing a line, and I'm gonna cast Tidal Wave on those 3 guys, so they can all make me.
Oh.
So they can all make me dexterity saving throw again. All 3 of them. I'll just
Okay.
cast the spell on you. Consume spell slot. 21 damage.
Ooh.
Good
Nice.
damage.
So the upper dragonborn and the 2 entities next to you to the right, and oof, why are you doing me dirty like that? God. So they first off they all failed.
They all take a lot of damage. So they're all knocked prone.
That upper dragonborn is very well camouflaged, I just want to say.
I'm going to say it's the second one, which is that one right there.
Mm-hmm.
He rolled a nat 1, so he is
washed away.
How far does your thing go, by the way?
30 feet. It goes exactly. I cast it on the first one and then goes exactly to the dragonborn.
Okay, so here's how this will happen. First off, let's make them all take the damage. Nice. Where is he at? Let's see. Ooh, yes. That's gonna be hard. 1 second. So
this is a resurrection saving throw. What? I can imagine at this point it's like what the Constitution save of 25 or something stupid.
Oh, okay. That's lovely. So this one, as it does go flying and pretty much kind of like, because that he failed as this wave hit first, causing the dragonborn to kind of fall. So he is there a prone? There is. It's just so hard to see. Whatever. He's prone. The dragonborn in the back is prone.
Yeah, and then the guy next to me is prone as well.
And then, right? Yeah, he's prone as well. So they're both prone. Fantastic.
All right. Which means that there's only one guy. I'm gonna, since I'm out of melee range of that other one, I'm gonna move around to the other side of this guy. So never leaving his, how do you call it? Attack range. And since I cast a spell, which just means that my bonus action can only be my archer thing. It's gonna be a disadvantage against all of them, regardless. Like, doesn't matter what. I mean, might as well just do it at the dragonborn lying over there on the ground after my tidal wave. Actually, I'm gonna change my position a slight bit to there. That's a 10. I assume a 10 misses on the guy lying on the ground.
Yes.
Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. The one that is next to you going to unload his attacks. The first one, 15.
Misses.
Second one, that's even lower. That misses. As he's starting to just kind of start to swing wildly, you can definitely kind of get the sense of, like a barbaric-ish, if you will.
Oh, is he getting panicky as well?
This one, and
half his movement to stand up.
Why not? We're gonna put you out there. As he's seen you trying to go around, he's going to keep trying to like blocking your path off. Yeah, he'll stand back up and oh, sorry. Let's see. Cuz that's 20. I think you can do it from still there. Let me see. Ooh, he cannot. Go away then. You serve no purpose to me. But I didn't mean for you to be deleted. My god, this game.
Game, please.
Okay. No, that's fine. He's just going to stand up and try to move a little bit over him. This one, as he starts to, in a very weird way, it's like he kind of like crawls for a second before standing back up.
Mm.
And, that's half his.
Should be able to just get in range, I guess.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then he will then go into unloading onto you.
Is he rolling with advantage?
No, I'm not giving an advantage.
No, I see so many dice flying over my screen.
Yeah. He attacked you
I think
twice.
it's rolling the attack and damage at the same time, like it does
Okay,
for
that's
us.
what it is.
And they probably get multi-attack.
Yeah.
22 and 19.
Yeah, both hit.
16 altogether.
Okay.
And he is just releasing this like it sounds like just a weird deathly moan, but at the same time like you could see scrapes and cuts and stuff like all across the body, but then now that kind of like a little bit further closer in as well, you can see it looks like it's been rotting a little bit as well.
Mm-hmm.
Just an interesting note. What you got?
So the one next to me. So you're saying he was of the barbaric nature trying to swing at me?
Yeah.
So I assume that when I swing back at him with a melee attack, it's advantage?
He wasn't singing recklessly. No.
Was it? No, okay.
It was just more like he's not showing signs of like a trained fighter. He's just like it's starting to seem more of just like a barbaric like swings trying to hit you and not being like a tactician of trying to actually land blows. Words on play, sorry.
Yeah, it doesn't change much. I was just wondering. Okay. So they're all still on me, kind of all over me.
You're just resistible.
No, right?
Irresistible.
I'm just double checking some stuff.
They're as cold as ice.
And you will roll that dice.
I'm just trying to make sure that I don't bullshit here. So I need to look at some druid shit. Yeah, I don't give a shit. What about CR? Thank you very much. Doesn't really help the fact that you do this kind of bullshit. Oh my god, this is just fucking annoying. Like it's like order sort by CR, and then the thing is like, haha, still gonna put everything in non-order.
You could have had backup if you called for your allies.
I'm busy fighting everything on my own. Okay. I've got better things to do than call for allies.
He's got this. She's got this.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
sure
it's-
Leroy can handle literally anything that's thrown at him, unless it's meant to kill him specifically by being overpowered. But
I don't have any beholders around.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, not in this area.
Not in this area.
I mean, beholders are.
Too weak for him.
I was trying to figure out what animal I can fucking turn into. God damn it.
my
Okay, not that
players
one.
in my own campaign beelined it to the closest mountain trying to look for a dragon. And when they started like asking around, people were like, "Yeah, no, I've never seen a dragon around this area."
I was
They
trying
could
to
have
see how
asked before they
wild
went
shape
there.
works,
But
what I can turn into. Okay, because I'm not a Circle of the Moon Druid, I can't go to CR1 yet, but I can go to this CR. Okay. Elise is gonna turn into a black bear.
Ooh. The blackish of bears.
Because that one is CR 1.5 and not a full CR.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, I will shoot an arrow at, because that's how my star form works. It still keeps going. So essentially, I'm an astral bear at this point.
I can see that.
And the archer shoots an arrow at the dragonborn standing over there being a dick.
Okay. Go for it.
That misses, I suppose.
Yes, that does.
Let's see. So you have that one guy over there. And that one over there. Hmm. Yeah, I guess I'll leave it at that for now.
Okay. This one, seeing like as you're kind of going into a bear, and it almost kind of gives him like a sense of like a thrill of a hunt. And he's just going to stand there and just kind of go at it from above, hoping that you're a little bit distracted. First roll and second roll. Wait. Okay, there we go. A 16 and a 19.
Would hit.
Take 8 points of damage. They were
Okay.
both really low.
Okay, sure.
As he kind of like starts going at it, and you can see like this club that he has. You can feel like the sharp metal spikes that's in it as he's trying to beat on the back end of you. The other one. Let's see. Is it? Okay. He is kind of like unaware what this other creature is, but he will run about there, and I think. Okay, so yeah, he can do it where he gets just y'all two.
Mm-hmm.
And I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please. And this creature has to do the same. Oh shit.
Oh.
Fantastic. Both of you guys stand your ground. Hi. So you both don't take any damage as you being a bear kind of go down a little bit low, sensing something coming. And the other creature, just being in its weird shape, kind of like flops on you like it was trying to attack, but because you went low, kind of disoriented it a little bit. But this Dragonborn, as he comes up and releases this just loud roar, and it's pretty much it's a force breath as he's trying to hit you with a force, but you both stand your ground pretty well, and so take no damage. The creature on top of you, as he kind of starts to get back up, and he's going to try to stab you twice. Yeah, they both miss.
Okay.
That would have been some juicy damage too, but they both miss.
Sucks to fuck, dude.
Alright, Elise, what you got? As you kind of like shove up a little bit, bouncing the creature off of you.
You see this black bear looks around at everything. Is she like because I just looked at the stats block for a black bear and I got a glint in my eye, and the bear gets a glint in the eye as I so there's a tree here, right? Okay. Yeah. The bear will disengage to not provoke opportunity attacks, and then the bear will first move 10 feet here, and then move 20 feet directly up and climb the tree, because bears have a climbing speed of 30 feet.
Okay.
Oh, well, actually, I can do more because I have 40 movement normal. No,
No,
okay,
you only have 30 climbing.
It even out like that. Yeah, 20. So it goes 20 feet up in the air. And then, because I'm a dick. So now I'm in the tree, essentially, but I can't go in the tree because the game says it's a wall. And then, as the bear is like hugging the tree, which one was the dragonborn that got hit the most? I think it was the one that just did a force spread, right? I think so. It's gonna shoot and like out of the bear comes like the archer gonna shoots at the guy there. See if I can hit him this time for once. Nope. Well, at least win the tree.
Okay. The other one, seeing this, Okay.
Go fight each other, you noobs. Behind the tree.
He is going to that's fine. Not knowing the fact that you were bear and started climbing this tree, and this other creature that is kind of psyching him out, he's going to back up a decent bit, and then he's going to attempt, as he only has one, to throw a kind of like a very small like javelin at you, but he only has the one, so he can only do one.
And he also has to deal with my cover because I'm sort of hugging the tree, I guess, from on the other side.
I'll say half cover. Does that sound great?
Yeah. Sounds
okay.
fair.
19.
That's still, I guess he hits directly on one of the paws hugging the thing.
Doesn't what's half cover, like 2.5?
5. It's something with AC.
It adds to the AC.
I think half cover is something with like X amount of AC.
I want to find out. I want to be sure. If
I have a post-it note downstairs of it, but I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
Yeah, it's a +2 AC and dexterity saving throws.
Okay. Yeah, 3/4 and then
enough.
total.
It's
of
still
course.
Enough.
Okay.
3/4, that's 5.
Yeah. Okay. 7 points.
Okay.
Unless you're a sniper, then you can ignore 3/4.
And then he's just going to kind of sit there and just like start banging off his little shield and just, "Your scar, Shikabak!" The other one is like while this creature's kind of like paying attention to him, he's going to try to sneak down. Well, not even sneak, but just kind of do a
Walk up.
running.
Yes, beat each other up.
First one hits. Let's see. Alright, so.
My god, I have been running so low my arch today. It's like all been like 1s and 4s and 2s.
So. That works, so he's now. Oh god, no, not that. I accidentally put him in the hundreds. That would be a powerful thing. And then the second one, which does. Okay. Gotta make
You're right,
sure.
you can take it.
Yeah, that's the overpowered thing that I said would be the only way to beat Leroy.
Alright. Accidentally make him like he just comes back buffed.
That's like, oh no,
Good.
the game glitched. God damn it.
Like a Jonathan Joestar kind of bluff, just like
He
doing the
he
Jojo.
goes down like a skinny thing and then just comes back up and everything's just maxed.
Mm.
He's gonna swing. Only one does stuff. And it is now your turn, Elise.
Alright. Let's see. How far away are you? Okay. Seeing as those two are now fighting each other, the bear's gonna, I guess, leap at him and try to maul him as the archer first shoots an arrow at him.
Go ahead and make a acrobatics check. I want to see something.
Bear acrobatics.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, there you go.
All right. So you
This is a circus bear. You didn't know this, DM?
you didn't hit
in
the
another life-
ground. You just flew to him. So I'm gonna just shove you right there. Actually,
In another life,
I'm gonna put
Elise
you
was
back
a
there
circus
because, like, as you kind of leaped and like attacked him and kind of like rolled off behind him, so I'm gonna put you even a little bit further.
Yeah, and then mid-air, the archer would have fired at him. 13. That's typical, I guess.
Yeah, that misses. As
Yeah.
it's like it goes to fire and he uses his shield to block it, but it was enough distraction for you to kind of jump down and get him.
Let's see, how much damage does this thing do? I need to, because I'm gonna roll bear attacks now, so...
It is 1d6 plus 2. If
Yeah,
you do
I
a
know.
bite and then a claw, 2d4 plus 2.
I just need to figure out what stat I can roll that... do I have a +3 on something? Yeah, I do. I'm just gonna roll Arcana, and Arcana's gonna be...
I could have rolled for you.
No, but I mean, like, I need a +3 on something to hit. So the first hit is an 18 to hit.
Okay.
And the second one is... I guess the second one misses.
Yep.
So it's gonna be 1d6
So do
plus
you
2.
bite him or do you claw him as you
I
were
bite him.
jumping off the tree?
I bite him.
As you kind of like seek your teeth into his shoulder as you kind of roll off of him.
4 damage, yay.
Alright. That's this one, correct? Yeah. That is... Okay. Now his turn as he's going to try to quickly go back, and it really just seems like an animal versus animal type thing. God. So, anyways, the other guy's turn.
I guess they both missed.
As he goes into his attacks. And, like, so just as both attacks, or both Dragon Balls are starting to go into this, like, you know, play on words, frenzy, and just starting to, seems like they're not hitting. They're getting either too,
Desperate?
tired, too desperate. Who knows of their journey as they were coming, but it is not looking great for them as this creature then goes in the attack. And he is meaning business. And
Nice.
That poor Dragonborn.
Elise,
Um,
you can hear
Just
the
disengage and
you
go
can
up the
hear
tree beside you.
the combat going a distance behind you. It's starting to sound like it's getting quiet. You're not hearing anything from there. And then you can kind of see in your peripherals as this other entity kind of like coming around the tree where you previously were.
let's see if the archer today is gonna not cuck me. Probably it is gonna. Hey,
Who you
gonna
hitting?
shoot the guy who came running around the corner.
Seems like the archer just doesn't want to hit the Dragonborns.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's. I'm not gonna lie, that was a perfect hit, but let's see what happens. Because don't give him extra hit points. My God, I just want to give him 0. I keep like I'm thinking I'm like highlighted it so I can over put a number, and all I'm doing is adding zeros. This guy
6
just
million.
he just wants to be buff. That's enough.
Ugh.
As your archer goes in and kind of like tracks him, fires as it hits, and it kind of like topples over, but then you just see it like starting to get back up again.
That's it. Elise is gonna come out of her bear form, move over to this side of the guy, and she's just like, I'm so done with you two. And then she's gonna cast Tidal Wave on them again.
Ooh.
22.
My gosh!
That is nice. Let's click and click.
Oh my
I did.
gosh!
This guy is in fucking insane.
Yeah, he still
Okay.
takes 12 damage. He still takes 11 damage. We probably
Okay.
forces him to roll another. That's
Okay,
it. That's
so hold on. So the Dragonborn failed. Let's make him
He
take
gets pushed 10 feet and knocked prone or something.
as his body kind of just goes flying. I'm just going to throw it against a tree. Why not? As it just kind of gets shoved across the way, and you see it like this creature just hits again. He saved. As a matter of fact, he rolled a natural 20, and
He's
so
standing.
yeah. So he
takes
takes
11
Still
damage.
takes the 11.
11. Okay.
Is he
God.
dead again?
And then he probably has to
no.
roll a save or something to see if he stays
No,
up.
he's not. He's still up as it kind of hits, and it's just like he topples a little bit, but then just kind of like starts standing again, and then what are you doing now?
I mean, that was bonus action.
Okay.
I guess for movement, I'm gonna kite the motherfucker a little bit. Yeah, I can move him to the edge of the map, I guess.
Okay. He'll just use everything he has. He wants to get to you. So I'm going to keep it on your turn again. I'm not going to bother.
Yeah.
Can I
The
move
blade
my
is gonna-
token to be able to see?
Yeah, I don't care. I just
The
didn't want
blade
you
is
guys
gonna-
moving all over the place like crazy chaoticness.
I just wanted
Yeah.
to be able to see.
I'm gonna. I mean,
It's like you guys are there and you're just watching from a distance.
I guess I'm gonna do. I guess I'm gonna do the one thing that will make
No, no. Just
make
watch her.
people wake up. I guess. I'm gonna cast on this bad boy in front of me.
Thunder,
This baba.
thunder wave.
A thunder wave
Yeah.
on this bad boy in front of me. The
Nice.
game allows me to cast. Oof, 19 damage. That's
Oh my god.
Let's see what happens. Oh, I think. All right, so let me see where he's at.
I think I just.
I
You just want to end the fight on the back, Joseph.
he has a chance, but he has to roll.
A natural 20.
He has to fucking roll.
Because he took the full damage. Because he has to save against the damage taken.
Yeah, he didn't do it.
He just explodes, I guess, since he's a zombie.
Interesting enough, he doesn't explode. It's just the body is still intact, but more of it goes into shatters. But he is, yeah, no, he's gone.
And I guess now everyone else wakes up because there's a boom that's heard for 300 feet around me.
Yeah.
Unless you don't want it to wake up, because that's also fine.
You're a decent amount of distance away.
Yeah, it's fine.
It's
I don't want it to wake up. I don't want it to wake up, but I just wanted to use that effect because
we will Aeth and Garbu. Why don't you go ahead and make a disadvantage perception check?
Oh,
Yeah, disadvantage.
Is there a way to like toggle advantage, or do I just roll it twice?
You could try the Alt and then click.
Alt.
And then it should bring it up if you want to.
Oh, there you go, natural 20. I assume he wakes up.
That was disadvantaged.
Yeah. So you rolled a 5 and an 8.
Okay.
Or I hit advantage. Sorry, it should have been a 13.
Okay. So yeah, none of you
I hit
woke
the
up.
wrong button.
Okay.
13 isn't good enough to notice the sound of thunder?
No.
I mean, I guess you're used to sleeping and then hearing thunder in the distance.
not.
Like, whatever.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of, I was trying to figure out what I forgot to have up, and it was my weather. What is the weather
If there's
like?
even like a strong wind, my wife can't sleep, so.
What is the weather like outside?
Oh.
I have the calendar
Yeah.
pulled up if you want me to say.
No, I got it.
Okay.
Took me.
Mine says foggy with light mist.
Yeah. Alright, easy enough. So, you.
I'm gonna go to part of the Saffras.
So, as you've beaten these creatures, and let's go ahead and shove everybody back here. So as you've beaten them and kind of catching your breath for a second, and you go to like look in that direction where you know she and that other Dragonborn were fighting, you don't hear anything, you don't see anything. And as you catching your breath, taking a couple of steps in that direction, trying to see if you can make anything out. And what's your passive again? It was really high. 21? Yeah.
21.
You once again can hear the sound of something like it's cutting air. And as you kind of look, a spear lands right to your right. Not aiming at you, but it's really close. But you still kind of make the little bit of the reaction of like moving a little bit to your left, and you look up and you can see just a silhouette of a creature up in a really high part of a tree, and you can see what looks like something dripping, and you can hear now the sound of something splatting against the ground. And as you hear in your head, I see you are indeed what you speak of. At least you were not telling lies.
We cool.
You can take the spear with you as a trophy of your battle. I will clean up around here. Just don't wait. When everybody wakes up, you can go. But
So
yeah, go ahead.
can I make out what it is? Because it seems like it feels like she turned into something in my head.
You want to try to make an insight?
Yeah, I guess.
Is
Or
that what you're?
perception. Yeah, I'm like she's like actively trying to figure out what's going on because she sort of feels like she changed into something.
Go ahead. You can make a perception if you want to try. It is going to be hard because of the fog that's there.
Guidance. It's like yeah. Perception. Oh, well, that's that. Fuck my life. That's a 3. God damn it, with a 3 still rolling that with high though. 16. Should not. But
You just you see a little bit of the silhouette, just a little bit more, and it's hard to tell. It almost looks like there's small things hanging around her, you think, but at the same time it's just this fog is not helping you whatsoever.
mm,
So take it as you see it.
mm. Elise just looks in her direction, says, "Fair enough, but I think for the future, going on your own might not be the wisest idea." And picks up the spear and then leaves.
Okay. You head back to your troop. Sounds a slight menacingly. Let's change it to something else. Not menacingly sounds pretty good actually. So
Mm-hmm.
you come back. It it seems as though from the trip that you walked there, I'm gonna put it somewhere between 30 minutes to an hour. Just of most of it was walking there and then walking back. That was what mostly took it. But it seems as nobody is still awake. Seems like a lot of people are still asleep at this current moment, and you can see as
Nice.
The sun is starting to rise up a little bit more and more. As another hour or so has gone by, either some people start to wake up naturally, or you go and start waking people up. So, as everybody starts to wake up, Elise, how do you look? Did you try to clean up a little bit?
I mean, I healed, as you can see, on the way back, and I think people just wake up to see Elise brushing her hair with her comb that with her, what's it called again? Yeah, and with her well, it just says engraved comb. With the comb, she's just sitting there like brushing her hair.
Make an Arcana check.
Oh my god. 21.
As you're combing your hair with this, you feel something off about the cone. It's not doing anything, but at the same time, something feels off about it. Other than
She
that,
looks at it confused. But yeah, she's just sitting there brushing her hair.
Easy enough. As everybody wakes up, yeah. So, anything anybody does in the mornings?
Oh, I guess they could probably see the spear, right? Sitting next to her, like sort of jabbed into the ground.
Certainly, the sphere itself, it's almost like it's weird. It looks like bark, but silver, and it's the entire sphere itself. It's definitely weird shaped, jagged, closer to the spear part of the pointy end, and of course a little bit of a rope kind of tied with it. But as the silvery wood kind of keeps going, it starts to twist all the way down until it gets to what looks like the handle, which is a decent amount. That looks like it's just been taped or bandaged, if you will, around. Then it kind of has like a very small, maybe half hook ish at the end of it. but it's definitely noticeable as nobody has seen anything like it before.
Hey, what's that?
Well, that's a comb. And she holds up the
No,
comb.
the spear.
Oh, that thing. Oh yeah, we had a there was a midnight scuffle, and I had to put down some creatures, but they're
Didn't
dealt with.
see.
You handled it fine.
I mean, yeah, I did. Was a bit dicey at some points, but you know.
How far was it from camp?
Like half an hour ish. It was our friend and their midnight routine.
Uh,
Some
what friend and what midnight routine?
Has this been
Remember?
discussed with the whole group? I think
Yes.
it was just you and her, wasn't it?
We
No.
discussed this too.
Okay. I don't remember what all happened last session.
I remember discussing it, or I told you guys about
I think everybody has discussed it, but it was more hinted for at least just because the fact of female to female type thing.
mm,
it. Yeah. I hate that I called it. I hate that I
mean-
called it.
I mean, I knew you were right. I mean, that's why I went to check after a while, after she didn't come back. So, I mean, like you still have to respect people and their wishes, but I guess from now on, I mean, even if she doesn't want to have me close, I'm gonna be nearby at least.
Garvu,
Yeah.
Clarence,
Yes.
is it alright from now on that only one of you stay up for the watch? For your guys' first watch?
Yeah.
Then we'll have 2 on the third watch. If it
I
leaves.
can stay up by myself.
Yeah, if you think it's fine, sure.
That way we can have one person at camp and Elise can do a little patrol and do a little walking back and forth to make sure she's alright.
Okay. Sounds good with me.
Makes sense.
So,
Alright.
as everybody starts to go through their routines of getting up and getting your gear on, putting the horses back on the wagons, you all start to set up and go. And as the last bit of stuff is being put up, at least you can see as Sophris comes walking out of the woods area almost right on time to get on and then go. And if everybody's continuing the same sitting situation, she doesn't say a single word about anything. She just gets on, gets back into her little cubby area, and looks like she kind of goes back to work.
Mm-hmm.
So, as you guys,
You don't mention anything about her form, just out
No.
of curiosity.
okay.
Oh, can I look
You
at
heard.
that
You heard
spear
what you heard.
It looks interesting.
DM Sama, I got a question. I just thought about this. Can I try and listen into Bell and see if try and use like my blind sense to see if he's still alive in there?
I mean, sure, make a survival check or an insight. I'll even give you that. Because through this entire time, you guys have not heard a single thing from him or seen him.
Alright, I'll use it. Natural 20.
So I'm just gonna join on my phone for now.
Because your computer's still having.
I'll just go ahead and tell you this. Why not?
Yeah, you can look at the spear, obviously.
You don't hear a single thing. As
What are we
everybody,
listening for?
as everybody gets on and kind of starts the wagon
He was
process, you
using
just
blind sense to try and listen to see if he could hear whether or not Master Bell was alive.
you don't hear anything of a presence.
Who was it that? What's her name? That's the one that's on the second cart with me. I think what her
I don't know. They were given some pretty quick offhand names.
I know. I'm trying to think. I'm well, the one that's on the second cart. Um,
Because the
is
one on the
your
second card, I can tell you, is the one that is not at the bottom of the list. That's for sure.
it's the second. Yeah, it's the second to the bottom. I know. That's why I was. Do you always check in on Mr. Bell every morning or no?
There's not a
I
need.
have it written down, but I'm not going to say.
He will inform us if he needs anything. We don't tend to disturb him unless he calls for it. And typically, Sophris will, or Lady Sophris will handle that.
Insight check?
Make an insight check.
21. Wow, these are really
Seems
good
to be
insight.
telling the truth.
Alright.
Seems that they, unless they are called for, they don't intrude.
Mm. Okay. I guess I'll just try and keep an ear, I guess, out in case I hear anything from within his carriage.
All right. So, Garver, did you say something as well?
I was asking Elise if I could take a look at that sphere she brought back.
Where is he gonna look at the spear? Oh, he can look at the spear.
Because you said it looks like wood, but also silver.
It's like imagine, a wooded like sphere in that design that I described, but the entire portion besides the bandage is like silver looking.
Does it look, as somebody who does a lot of work with metal, does it look like it's made of metal, or is it just like silver colored wood?
Make a, I don't know, make something.
Would it be a forging check?
Uh,
Smith's tools check?
why not just do? I'll let you do like an investigation check. That seems reasonable.
I'm not proficient with investigation.
Profession.
I will allow you to be proficient because the fact you're trying to use what you know of.
So this would be what's my proficiency? Plus
plus
3.
3.
So this would be plus 3 or plus 2. Do I have anything that's plus 2?
Or you just roll it and then
Athletics
hit
is
plus
plus
3
2 for me. Yeah.
instead of making it difficult.
Oh.
18.
Okay.
Nice.
No, it is not metal or any sort of metal, but it's also not wood, but it is some sort of nature-like material.
Can I have this for like crafting?
Maybe later. I'll keep it for now. It's like a.
All right.
a
If
fun
you want it
trophy.
identified. me or Clarence can try to take a look at it.
I mean, might as well try, right? See if it's anything interesting.
I will, since we're packing up, or not packing up, getting ready for the day, I'll cast Identify so that it doesn't take as long as the full 10 minutes.
Okay.
Uh,
As you kind of hold it in your hand and you close your eyes and go ahead and focus as you cast Identify on it, you can feel that there seems to be a presence inside this spear. But the name comes to you as the Blackthorn Spear. It
That's
is
bad.
it is definitely magical, and
do I determine what sort of magical effect?
um,
I think Identify tells you,
um,
like
it
if you attune to it, what you would get.
it what, like bonuses and stuff?
If it has any charges,
Yeah, like
its
you.
properties and how to use them are revealed.
Well, yeah, no, I was gonna do all that. What are
Okay,
you talking
I
about?
was just asking.
No, you.
I thought you were trying to be like
No,
vague,
you
like
don't get it
the
now.
No,
well with the
you.
the urn, because the urn we could like tell it had magic, but we couldn't tell much more.
Yes, no, I was
Yeah,
when you ask what type of magic, I try to think about it because sometimes these don't tell me, and so I try
I
to
was
think
more
of what.
asking like what effect. I
Well,
just didn't
then
know how
maybe
to
you need
word
to say
that.
what effect does it have.
Okay,
That sounds
sorry.
like a good wording. So, anyways, uh, it is an attunement. You can gain a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls, so it's a +2 spear. Uh, but it does, again, you get this presence of it like holds something deeper inside of it. Um, while hold while holding, if you can use a bonus action, you can call this spirit forward, and your eyes will become pure white, and you gain some other effects. But I'm going to be vague about that one just because it's effects when it happens. So I don't think Identify
Okay.
would
But
have
it
that.
does. It shows everything. That's the whole point of Identify.
It does.
Okay, sure.
It
Pretty
says
much
you
you.
learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement, how many charges it has, whether any spells are affecting it. If the item was created by a spell, you learn what spell created it.
So pretty much you just gain advantage on stealth checks. You can see in darkness. Um, but you cannot be put to sleep or go to sleep. And then you gain exhaustion after you're done with it. And depending on how long you use it, depends on how much more exhaustion you get. But that is what you get.
I'll relay everything to Elise, and I'll be like, but it really feels like there's like a presence inside of the spear itself.
Mm-hmm. Like a malevolent presence or just a presence in general?
Just there's
It
something there.
it doesn't seem evil. I'll at least say that. It doesn't seem evil, but it doesn't seem good.
I don't think you're gonna get a belly ghost from this.
Oh, yeah. Pelico should be at least the Mega at this point, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an
That
interesting item for sure.
that look, Joseph.
And
That's
if
like a player.
you want to see it, I will be posting it in the items.
Yeah, I was just sitting here like writing it down as well, all the effects.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna have this posted. I try to keep track of this.
I mean, it's also our responsibility to write down items.
Yeah.
True.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, what do you guys do after learning this?
Was that before we left on our little or on
That
our?
would have been before, yeah.
Okay.
This is
Kinda
like
asked.
this is kind of like before you did
Retroactive,
your inciting, pretty much. Aeth. It
That-
was like they were on the other side of the cart, like trying to identify this, and you were kind of like standing next to it and asking the maid who's already like in the driving position to go, and you kind of like just kind of asked her a couple of questions. So it wasn't like you were seeing what happened, but like you guys haven't like
Oh,
officially kicked off
okay.
yet.
All right. I guess after that I'll go. I'll go to Garbu and Elise.
Mm.
So I don't know if they got some sort of protection on the second cart, but I couldn't really hear him within the cart.
What if the cart itself is like a bag of holding?
Let me see if I
I
did
don't
this
want to
right.
say it's impossible, but it seems it could. I couldn't hear anything from what's inside of it of him.
I could try sending him a message. It would go directly to him, but that would take up a spell. I think Elise can
There we go.
also do it.
Why don't we wait till we stop, just to, in case we
I
run
mean,
into any more
I don't think
trouble.
we've started yet, have we?
No. But just in case when we stop for the night, check it then.
So, you guys
Okay.
continue your travels. Anything during these travels?
I mean, Elise, you can just point at the cart, right, and try to talk
Yeah,
to him.
of course.
You want to try that?
Sure, I can do it. I just go like
And why don't we go ahead and take a very small quick break right quick
Okay.
right before you do that. So
Sure.
we'll be right back.
Yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. So where we last left off, you guys traveling on your way. Anything during this time?
Oh wait, I'm supposed to do the talkie thing, right?
I assume, yeah, you do the talk thing. Also, I assume that Bryce works on his enchanting, but you can have him roll for it when he gets back.
Yeah. I'll make a little note. Just got to be reminded.
Because I think you said he rolls each day that he works on it or something.
Something like that. Okay. I'm gonna put so far days 1. So he owes me so far 1 day roll. All right. So who's doing what?
I'm doing the staring out of the back as per usual.
Everybody can make a perception checks.
Survival.
Guy.
You always gonna have to make survival. So
Okay.
Where the heck?
I was persuading you to roll
I'll guide
survival, even
myself
though
as well.
28.
8. And I gotta get myself better. Wisdom.
22.
At least the front and the back are doing good.
Oh yeah.
It's just another casual ride through.
Wait, why do we have the blind guy driving a cart by himself?
No, he's not driving a cart.
He's
No,
not
he's
driving.
not.
Profile.
Okay.
He's
Because I thought he
he's-
was driving the middle cart just now.
No, it's the woman driving the middle cart.
Yeah, both maids.
Great.
Both maids
Great.
are driving their own 2 carts.
Also, Garbu probably would have made a joke about, since that spear says that it can make people see in the dark, Maybe if we go anywhere dark, we should give it to Eighth so that he can see in the dark.
I mean, we already checked with the other spell. That's the thing, right?
Yeah, but
Where
that
he
was dark vision. This doesn't say dark vision. This says see in the dark.
it's same but different, but still same.
So
I'm blind, not deaf.
Bro, I would have also sent a message to our the main man himself. Be like, hey, you okay in there?
Oh God.
it's very weird as you kind of like look in that direction and you cast your message to go over there. You feel it connect, and then it's like connects again. Like it's just one of those where like it feels like it's gone somewhere, and something weird happens that you've never experienced this before.
Mm-hmm.
But he does, and he's, how may I help you this fine day?
You doing okay? Just checking in.
Well, I'm quite doing fantastic. How are you doing?
Acceptable, I guess. Just another day.
Very good. If I'm correct, we're almost halfway there, if not a little bit more. And you'll be receiving your payment here soon. Just keep up the good work.
Elise does a thumbs up, like without knowing that she she knows she doesn't send a message, but she's like, very great.
Sophris is just kind of like, she like looks up a little bit as you kind of do that, and just kind of looks back down, back at her paperwork.
I think Elise is just like sort of looking at Sophris and just like sort of, I guess, building up the courage to like say something about what happened, but then she just thinks better of it.
All right. You guys make it to the intersection at night, and there's a decent amount of travelers that kind of come at this intersection. Either going north to Crisport, going south to Baymont, going to the west to Zetham, or traveling to the east through the Thundering Mountains to get to Drawridge. It's kind of like a, think of it
As
like
we pass any people who are going the way we came, I would mention to them that our friend had a tussle last night. I don't know the details of that tussle. I just know that there was something.
Okay, well, like as people are going by you, or kind of like when you guys stop and
as people are going past us.
Okay. Some kind of like wave, thanks for the heads up, and kind of go on the way. Some just like look at you and just kind of like keep going, like, why is this person saying anything? Yeah. But as you guys get closer to this, and again, it's kind of like an outpost, if you will. There's not like a tavern or anything, but there is a decent area off to the side where people has made certain areas to where people could like pull the wagons around like a decent sized campfire. You guys do occasionally see like a couple of people on horses in armor that Garbu you would recognize, and at least you would recognize as well. Clarence would as well if he was here. These guards do appear to be branding the colors of Baymont, but they're not like officially posted guards. They kind of just rolled through, and you guys would, Garbu maybe not really, but at least you would know.
Getting a bottle ready or something.
Yeah, that was surprising actually. At least you would definitely know this as well, that they don't have guards posted out here, but they try to help keep some people safe, and they'll have a constant little bit of patrol that kind of comes out here, rides through, and then heads back. And then a little bit later, another patrol will kind of head out here, look around, and head back. But you guys all stop, kind of park. Anything interesting for tonight? It seems like the same setup as usually happen, but now there's just more people all around.
Do I see like, I don't know, anybody who I might recognize since we're in sort of the region I'm from? Any sort of like traders that I know of from Baymont or anything like that?
You can make a perception check.
Got it.
It's gonna happen like every time.
Not
16.
really. You don't really see anything or anybody interesting. If you were to like try to walk around like a little bit of this campsite, like you're not really seeing anybody that appears to be interesting. Just a bunch of travelers. If people didn't know any better, you guys might be about like the only merchants, at least from what it looks.
Anybody seem like they're casing our little caravan we came in with?
There seems to be a couple of people who look just, hey, new people, but unaware of intentions.
You beat me to it. I was gonna ask that.
Yeah. Don't have any more questions or things I want to do. I mean, I do my normal nightly routine of casting certain features.
Okay.
Which I guess I've been doing mostly in the morning recently due to complaints that have been filed.
Complaints that have been filed.
So as what is though interesting, and I'll say at least you do pick this up. So as Garbu kind of does wander a little bit around the campsite, he doesn't seem to go too far. You do see what appears to be about like 3 to 4 individuals that, they don't necessarily look like the greatest, but they are like eyeing your direction, and they just seem to be whispering back and forth before they kind of like lift off one of the carts and start slow walking your direction. Do you do anything particular?
I think at least just gives the lead one the stink eye, and then let's see how many things do I have left. Enough. And then speaks in his head and says, "Well, unless you have some honorable intention, just turn around, don't bother. You'll regret otherwise."
The one that you sent that to kind of like stops for a second and kind of slowly has his hands a little bit out to kind of stop the other ones, and he looks like he whispers something to one and just kind of turn around and they all walk away.
Elise just nods. And then she turns to Saphras like, "So I assume you want to do your nightly routine again, but I assume in a place like this you're more safe."
Routines are hard to beat sometimes.
Well, I think when we are out in, I guess, a less populated area, I think it would be wiser if I don't need to see anything. I can just be close by so that in case something happens, you can call on me easier instead of me having to look for you in the middle of the night.
If that's what you think is best.
I mean, best and best. I don't know what's best, but I'd rather prevent another thing like yesterday happening.
Well, you did save me, so if you think it's best for you to be around, but hopefully not too close. I do kind of like my privacy.
I mean, she looks at her when she says "save." The word "saved" Elise raises an eyebrow, and she says like, I appreciate my privacy. You see like how sort of Elisa's face shifts a little bit, as in like, I know something more is going on, and then she says, well, I don't really care what your rituals are, or what you are, but I mean, we're paid to protect you, and even though you might not need it per se, it's still my job.
I'm not quite sure what you're talking about. I was in need of help and you came and saved me. Simple as that. You did your job as we paid.
Mm-hmm. At least nods. Mm-hmm.
So, if you think that is best, then you may do so. And if there's not anything else, I'm gonna go ahead and get some sleep.
Say, good night.
And she goes off into the tent with the other two. But yeah, anything else?
I try and contact Ocean since I haven't done that in a while.
It's been a while.
Okay.
It's been a while.
Yeah, let me move the day over to the 9th.
Last time I tried talking to her, she tried to drown me. So hopefully it goes better this time.
Stop being a pussy.
Alright. What do you do?
I'll try and find like a comfortable spot where, to just meditate, I guess.
Okay. Make a religion check for me.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a 3.
I love how 2 campaigns in a row you're a character that needs to roll a religions check all the time. You have no fucking bonus to it.
No, absolutely not. I never have.
I just find ways to enjoy myself.
Well, your next character should be a wizard.
Yeah, then he still will find a way to put religion into it.
He's going to have it where like he's going to have like religion maxed, and I'm going to make sure he doesn't have to roll religion ever. He has to roll something else.
His next character should be a cleric, but an atheist cleric, and it is their disbelief that fuels their power or something.
You're not real. You're totally not real. You're not giving me power right now.
It's
Oh,
not
but I
that
am, my
it's
job.
not it's not
No.
that they're disbelief, but there is, I think it's actually for paladins, but they do follow of like their own self-interest, and I think that somehow grants them the ability,
Oh, you mean the Oathbreaker, whatever the fuck it is?
something like that.
Oath breakers.
But
Only
anyways,
a paladin who is fueled by his own self-righteousness.
okay, so you sit there and meditate, and you try to reach out to her, and you start to feel this pressure, like it's squeezing you. Make a Constitution check with disadvantage.
Does Ace just vomit like salt water in the middle of this camp?
No.
Oh, dang it.
I run down the water down the back of his pants.
He's just sweating really bad. He's like sitting right next to the fire for whatever reason, and somebody was like trying to like get past him, so they pushed him closer to the fire.
Oh,
21.
20.
Okay.
Wow.
too bad.
And again,
That's
you
straight
you
roll.
should, just in case, you should be able to alt and then click on the ability, and it should be able to bring it up where you can do double.
Okay.
Just for future reference, because I know it changed. 23, yeah.
I'd be 21 with
you still feel this overwhelming pressure, but you manage to stick in with it, and you can see the silhouette of what you would presume to be Ocean What do you do?
Sorry, it's been a while. I was hoping, yeah, I'm hoping to contact you, I guess, see if you would have any advice on how to find people that have disappeared, like bandits.
First off, is this going to become an everyday thing where you're going to try to reach out to me? Because if so, I will break this contract instantly. And second off, do I look like a tracker? Do you see what I'm in?
I cast Tidal Wave on 8.
I
What are you expecting?
I was hoping maybe you heard.
Maybe I heard what? The
Heard.
sound that people make, the conversations that people do. You think and she just. This pressure seems to just get tighter, but I want to say because of that natural 20, like you're able to hold in on it.
I was only wondering if you would know if it's possible if they could travel between the here and the Feywild. Can they do that? I was.
Can regular bandits? Is that what you're asking? You trying to contact me and reach me while I'm busy to ask if regular bandits can go to the
I wanted to.
and she just swashes you down and you just kind of like topple over and like catching your breath. You are extremely sweaty. Yeah, that's your answer.
You see Orisa giggling on the side.
Maybe you should step back from the fire. They get pretty hot.
Uh,
I say from like setting my tent up some distance away.
uh, thanks for that. I'll just say in Sylvan. She is one pissed off person.
You hear Lee's
Elf
respond.
word.
Did you ask something? Did you ask something stupid? In Sylvan.
Yes, yes.
Good job.
I got.
It's like, you know what
I-
the problem is when dealing with entities that are much more powerful than we are? When you ask for the known way, they will fucking make you regret it.
I think I gotta get used to, her not being like Jenny. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, most of them don't really give a shit because we're like, mortals and all that,
She's more
Yeah.
like a rebellious teenager.
Yeah.
She just. Why are you bothering me? Don't you see I'm busy? As she's been like sitting on the couch with her phone, just sitting there.
Browsing TikTok.
Watch.
Bastard.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It's like Prime. It's like what are you watching? Just watching these idiots on the Prime material playing dude's dumb stuff.
Yeah.
You think I know what those other idiots are doing? They're not on here.
They're not the famous one I'm watching.
Yeah.
They're just watching like the Zadashians or something.
Oh God.
Oh,
So
I think
anyway.
I think she would like my style though, considering I was using tidal waves to fuck shit up.
So
Anyway.
Maybe.
Possibly. Unless she's so used to the ocean, she wants to see other things.
I mean, I also
So
used
the
the earth to
tidal
blow.
wave made her look away.
I mean, I also used the earth magic and stuff. So.
who's using my shit up there?
Yeah.
Get struck by lightning. Ah!
I can also do lightning if you want me to.
Can you also do fire?
So
Yes.
All of
so
nature.
what else do you do?
So, okay. Out of curiosity, what did you run into there?
Some dragonborn some undead thingies like we fought before.
I'll
Is
let
this
you
still
know
in
as well.
Sylvan?
The two Dragonborns. One was a silver Dragonborn, and one was a God, I gotta get back to you on that one.
Colored. Red colors.
Yeah. Damn it, they added like more fucking shit to everything.
What was the other thing? What gem dragon, prismatic dragon, whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
PP
So anyways,
dragon.
just keep going, and I'll eventually tell you
Is
when I.
this still in Sylvan?
No. I think I'll just switch to common.
When you say Dragonborn, Garbu will like stop with the tent and come over like Dragonborn.
Yeah. Yeah, some like feral looking ones, like
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. It's like
And your eyes were white?
only on one of them, but that was because that was probably the one who had the spear.
Yeah.
But yeah, I took out all 4 of them on my own.
Wow. 4
Hmm.
Dragonborn.
No, 2 dragonborn and 2 undead thingies.
It was a
Undead
amethyst.
thingies?
Amethyst, like a gem dragon thingy.
Freaking colors and everything.
Yeah, colors and gems.
Colors are hard. Sometimes the names of them.
Yeah, sort of like purplish gem dragon.
Purplish.
But yeah, I wonder where the undead come from this because we're sort of similar to the ones we fought when we first met.
That's a little.
I
weird.
don't know that the tooth acted up when Clarence tried to pull it out. Okay.
You do not. It
Wow,
was
undead.
too hard to tell because of the fact that the pain in your mouth, but I don't know. I think as a religious person and already understanding of what something could do, you can maybe put two together, but it's not a definitive proof.
Okay. That might have been because we tried to remove my tooth.
No, I don't think so. I think I think Bolt mentioned something about like
He mentioned
call
that
it?
there was a
displaced
Outcast.
dragonborns.
Outcast.
Oh, not the Dragonborns. The undead might have been from the tooth. My
Oh.
tooth doesn't make. It's not. It's kind of necrotic. I know it looks like a normal tooth, but it's different.
Well, if your tooth made those 2 things, then they're pretty much dead now. So
That's good. Did they? I don't know about all the effects, right? I don't know the tertiary effects. Okay, that's good. Then they're gone. We shouldn't need to worry about them.
yeah.
For
I mean,
now,
I was
let's
just
try not to pull the tooth out until we have a means to actually get it out.
I mean, is it like a cursed thing? So they need to like remove curse on it first?
I don't know. You could
Or
try
is it like
to
a
find out. I was gonna
mean-
try and ask at the temple in Vermont, where I'm from, if they knew anything.
I mean, you could try remove cursing on yourself and then try to pull it out then. I don't know. Just an idea.
I could prepare that spell tomorrow.
I mean, it might be that because it's such a special thing that it might be stuck forever. Who knows? I know nothing of these things. I just know
Yeah.
that cursed, like it might be a cursed item, something. Because I've heard about cursed items.
Yeah.
There's like this item that sort of like meshes with your flesh. It's pretty nasty. This armor.
Oh, what armor?
I don't know what it's called. I just heard about it. Like read about it in a book.
Don't have it.
No.
Hmm.
She like sort of
I
like
have-
pulls like her robe a little bit away from her flesh. Like see, like no.
I have this cloak we could give to somebody
Skin
if we
just gets
don't like
peeled
this.
off.
Ah! What kind of cloak?
This one. Here, feel it. Just feel its texture.
I touched it with my pinky.
It feels
Oh, wait,
like
whoops, wrong
super
hand.
itchy, like it's like an extremely itchy cloak to touch.
You
Ah.
can say it.
Why do you have this thing?
It was the one I got from the magic store. It just looked really interesting.
Ugh.
Got a nice texture to it.
Do you like
I'm
it?
not gonna wear it, but
Okay.
I'm not gonna wear it. might be an interesting thing to give away as like a prank gift.
Sure.
Or we could use it to torture someone to get answers.
That'd be horrible. They're just gonna be continually itchy. Like,
Yeah, you know what? I also heard like this really weird torture technique where you like drip water on their forehead all the time and they'll never stop with that.
it's a slight
Uh,
inconvenience constantly. Constant slight inconvenience.
Don't give her ideas. Please don't. I'm hoping she's not here though. She's not listening.
Do you want this?
No,
No.
I have my own I have my own things.
I just thought you could probably use it better than I could since you want to use it for torturing.
No,
I just
I
thought
would.
it'd be fun to give away as like a prank.
I mean, I would trade it for something more fun.
Okay.
I mean, you can just keep it and like see if you can trade it for something more interesting later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think that you should remember, right, when it comes to
Maybe
like
if we
items.
run into that Kenku, I can gift it to him like I gifted that axe to the farts.
Is that the one that we?
We didn't gift it. We kind of gave it away to try and ease the tensions, but
Sure.
I feel like there's more. I feel there's gonna be more tension. You guys gave him an axe that
it might be like in the woods trying to be quiet and needing to like use the axe, and then all of a sudden he tries to chop down a tree or something and just it rips one.
Oh, I thought it'd be like.
That'd be funny though. Like he's like trying to be sneaky and like.
Yeah, because I think it's when it swings. It's not when it makes contact with something. It's when it swings. So if he's trying to just swing that thing, it's gonna rip one. That's not gonna do great for him.
Imagine this that he tried to like cut off like a branch to like sort of climb up, and then he's chasing a beast, and then the thing farts at the beast, notes so it eats him alive. That'd be unlucky.
Horrible.
That's
for
horrible.
him.
You guys attacked and brutally almost murdered somebody, and then try to sabotage him for a later event.
I don't. I think it was just giving away what we had that was enchanted at that point. But now, now afterwards, thinking about it, that might have been bad.
So,
Well,
as the night goes on, are you guys taking watches?
Yeah.
Okay.
Darby's taking first watch.
I'm not gonna follow her today because since we're probably like I don't think any creature will come up close enough.
I'm taking first watch by myself, right? Because you said
I
you
mean-
want clearance on your watch.
I mean, you
Yeah.
don't have to right now when we're here. Like next night when we're not close
True.
to other people. So if you want to have your evening chat, you can have your evening chat today.
I mean, he's not here, so there's.
Yeah, I know, but still, the characters can have the evening chat.
Or you could
Well-
have Clarence take first watch, and you could take second with me.
I think it's more likely that we should offer for maybe the first and last watch to be like the good ones, and maybe either have you or Clarence on the middle by themselves. Maybe the person who can see.
Maybe.
All right. Well, for this one, it's relatively easy night as it kind of goes by. There is tons of people, and it's okay-ish trying to get some sleep. It's not the greatest, just because you still have people who are either coming in throughout the night. It does get a little bit quieter, but then you start to get like a couple of people who are like packing their things and leaving. So there's just a lot of movement and sounds going on. But you all do get your long rest in. And so, anything in the morning as you guys start to get up and set your journey, and I will have it where he has to give me 2 rolls.
Oh, are you rolling?
No,
Are
you
we
guys
rolling?
were just
What are we-
rolling long rest. I was just asking if you was doing anything this morning. What is
I would do my morning routine and then
I'll chat up the guards, I guess.
Okay. Um, anything particular or just basic chatter?
Um. Sure. So out of curiosity, has there been any bandit raids through here in the last few years, coming from Seafoam or Eastbourne, or no?
In the past couple of years? Of course, there's always bandits, you know. I mean, after the and you kind of know this as well. Once a lot of the stuff kind of settled down from the Dragon Wars with the guilds, um, and somewhat a little bit during and slightly after the faction wars, there's been plenty of steel bandits out there. They seem to, with a lot of the population having suffered greatly from those two, conquest, if you will, not even conquest, but just major fights. Um, it still seems like a normal amount of bandits, but if the population was at a greater density, maybe this would seem like a less encounters. But they just describe there's still, bandits here and there. One guy mentioned that he hasn't seen the he kind of speaks up and mentions about there was a Dragonborn clan, or I gotta think of it like an outcast clan that was near the Grey Hills, but had supposed to have been migrated westward, and I haven't seen or heard anything from that since. But that's kind of about it. They have said that here recently seemed to be a little bit in this area of possible bandits, but that's why they're just kind of double checking, stay a little bit on patrol to help those that cannot defend themselves.
Yeah. Right now we're well, I'm investigating the trying to find anything I can on the bandits that attacked these 5 years.
They were like, do you bring up like where?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting. I know there was one, probably around that same time over at Ravens Valley. Oh yeah, I heard about that one, but that one seemed to have been taken care of.
Ravens Valley.
Yes, that is this one right here. If you were to look on your maps on the last one, it would be number 16.
I see what you're talking about. It's a little village inside the Thundering Mountains.
Yes, there is two. There's
If you zoom in, you can see it better.
yeah.
I could do it.
There's pretty much one on both sides of the mountain.
Was their attack repelled, or did it seem unsafe?
Yeah, it was mostly repelled. It seems as the village or the town had a decent amount of folks to fight. Wasn't some? I think some of the wizards that belong with the Templar Senate, they live there, and I think kind of like a good news because it seemed like their family was able to take care of a lot of things. So that was taken care of pretty easily, and most of them retreated.
Is there any of them that are any of those Templars still living there, or did some of them move to Chrismore or Fate?
That I wouldn't know. I mean, we don't necessarily keep track of individuals. I mean, yeah. I don't know, I guess.
Just trying to explore every avenue and my investigation.
Hopefully something will turn up for you. Yeah, that kind of sucks. It sounds like there's been, probably around that time, multiple hits. But at least that hasn't happened in a little bit.
Yeah, hopefully it doesn't happen again. Well, my group and I should be going. We'll be back here in a couple of days.
Well, safe travels.
Safe travels. Alright, I'm gonna go back to the middle cart.
Alright.
Elise just looks at it as he comes back. Can you talk about anything interesting?
What was the name of that town?
Raven Village. Or, hold on. Raven Valley, sorry.
In Valley.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta go back and check my notes.
Um,
Yeah, Raven Valley.
just asking them about those bandits attacking. See if there's anything they can go on. And apparently, right around the time when Eastbourne was attacked, there was an attack over in Raven Valley. To our, that'd be our east.
Yes.
Just over there.
Yeah.
To our east.
Elise looks at you. Oh yeah, I know.
Seems like there might be a connection to that.
No, I don't know. Those bandits. I mean, were you attacked by armored bandits or was it just normal bandits?
They were armored, weren't they, Joseph? What I remember.
Yes, they were.
They were armored.
No, could be the same people then, I guess.
You were in Raven Valley?
I mean, that's where I'm from, yeah. I mean, I was part of the people who repelled that attack. Oh, should have probably mentioned that, but it
Are
never
you
got
part of
brought
the
up.
wizard's family then? Did Cole relay all that information?
Yeah, he'll relay it all.
Were you part of that wizard family then?
No, it's my parents and my sister. Why?
Oh. Do you have a connection to the Templar Senate?
Yeah, I do.
Oh.
I mean, I don't go around saying these things unless it's necessary.
I mean, I don't go around saying I grew up in a junkyard.
Yeah.
We don't need
I mean, you
to
did.
brag about where we're from.
I mean, you kind of did though.
What?
Did.
I mean, I told you guys because we're traveling together, right?
I also had to tell you guys that I was unable to navigate a cart due to safety reasons.
I mean, yeah, but I don't really say anything unless it comes up. But yeah, I was there.
Could have some clues to figure out where they went.
I mean, if it helps, I can. And she just takes a piece of paper and she starts like drawing like the rough shape of the armor that they wore. I mean, like, if this helps.
Both of you can make a history check, and we'll just leave it at that.
Guidance. Yeah, look at that. Look at me go.
History.
23.
I was about to be like a 4. Damn, you don't remember any, but that was the guidance.
Yeah.
Hey, that's
18.
not bad.
Look at both of us go.
There are obviously some parts of like armor that you can easily discuss looks like basic armor that a lot of other entities who probably want to have a little bit more heavy dressed armor wear.
Mm.
What you do decide to draw is kind of like some of these weird um, armor attract abstraction things like that seem to be like a cannon but in the palm of their hands, but it definitely was bulky. It looked like it might have took two people to hold, but like this thing was devastating. But it wasn't, and again, it didn't look like a normal cannon. It didn't look like they ripped it off a ship and set it ablaze. This looked like it was made somewhere and had the capability of spitting fire like a dragon.
Sounds like, fortunately, the town's grateful for your family being there. You know, if we had anyone like that in Eastbourne.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I don't know. It's like when you can do something, you should do something, right? Or is it just
Yeah.
me?
No, no. I understand you. Just got me helping out, wishing that there was someone like your family that could have
Well, I'm sorry it went the way it went for you. I mean, I guess some people. I don't know. I guess my town was more lucky having the right people at the right time, I guess.
I don't believe for that. Well, shall we get ready to go? I think they're ready to go.
Okay.
Alright. As you all are grabbing your gear and getting everything packed up, Sarfris and the other two approach you guys, and just to be letting you all aware that we should be stopping in Ironmare. It's, and again, at least you know this, it's the town right here, right before you get to Crisport.
Mm.
We should be stopping there as Master Bell does have an acquaintance that seemed to have came up, and we might be spending a day or two there.
Okay.
Do we get compensated for the extra time, or
Isn't
Do you
that
need
what
us
you're
to-
already being paid for?
Sure. Do you need a security detail then with him, like us to visit his friend?
I would not necessarily think so, but you are paid to do your job, and so you are our security. If you think it's best to stick around every avenue, then it is your job to do so. You are the one being paid. You need to know if you should be in this area or not. But if it's makes you feel any better, his friend happens to be the Lord of Ironmare, and there should be a sufficient amount of guards as well. So who knows, if things tend to work out, you could potentially have a day off, but keep in mind you're still under contract.
Of course. Not to worry, we'll stick with it.
But if it seems like any delays, and Garbu, go ahead and make a persuasion check. Yeah.
Yeah.
I told you it was bad. I was already saying this is bad.
But
I heard it in your voice too, and you just stopped yourself.
I will notify you if it seems like it might be a little bit longer. And we'll think if a compensation is required. But until then, I wanted to inform you of our next destination and the plans that seem to have been set forth.
Mm.
Is
Alright.
Do y'all have any requirements, questions, or concerns?
I think we should at least meet with the Lord, just so we can get just some sort of idea of what either the Lord or his one of his guard captains, different security details.
Can-
Nothing for Mr. Bell and his friend.
Meeting the Lord will probably be an occurrence that is bound to happen, but I'm sure you should be able to request to see their guard captains and discuss anything if you need to be discussed.
Alright.
Mr. Bell was quite adamant that he wanted to see what you all were worth. And so far,
Sure.
we have gotten here without issues, and it seems as some of you have managed to enlighten us. Keep up the good work, and who knows, there could be a possible future endeavor for you all if you seek to do anything of this sorts. But since it seemed as y'all were, let's just say, new, he wanted to see what you all were worth. So it will be up to your discretions on what you think. Anything else?
No, that
Very well. We will continue our preparations and make sure we're ready to go in a couple more minutes. And the other two kind of do a slight bow as she just nods, and then all three of them turn and go back to getting their preparations fixed.
I'd like to do what Aethys taught me in the past and kind of case around our wagon train. But as I do that, I'd like to cast Detect Magic as I'm casing the
Okay.
carts, wagons.
Are you actively? Where's your main focus at?
Onto the carts themselves?
Okay. So go ahead and make a perception check, and with your detect magic, of course. The individuals amongst your party, and there seems to be amongst the other three females that they do have some sort of magical items on them.
What is on the women, like clothes or like rings?
There does appear to be for Saphras, who, as you do kind of case, you can see that she does like kind of give you like an eye that notices what you're doing, but then kind of goes back.
Checking out the carts, making sure that there's nothing wrong with them.
She doesn't say or do anything. She just, it's one of those like, it's
We can
just
do insight versus deception. She's gonna be able to read what I'm doing if she rolls anything at all.
no, it's not like she's trying to deceive or anything. It's just she
No,
is
I was
making.
saying if she's trying to tell what I'm doing, she 100% can tell that I'm suspicious of them. But
And that's fine. You do see like a ring on her, and then like some sort of paper material, and that same paper material you kind of see on the others. Of course, there's a little bit of like faint magic kind of coming from all three of the carts. Yours obviously with your equipment. You can see looks like some of the bags or chests are kind of like the same thing, where it may not necessarily be like a bag of holding per se, but it does seem like it's able to
Has a
probably
similar enchantment.
hold something more, so that
It's
especially
a
with all of
looking magic.
yeah. Um, there is something interesting though from the second one, as you, of course, you see like the little bit of luggage and stuff, but there seems to be like maybe like a kind of like enough to kind of fit pretty decently in the cart of like a block that looks like it's generating some sort of magic, and an orb that's possible like a little bit in the middle of the wagon, like legitly in the middle of the wagon sitting there.
Okay. I'll stop by Elise and tell her everything I saw.
And with your perception, since you said
and
you
then
were
stop by A.
and since you were more focused on the carts, you don't see anything too odd about them.
As someone who's also familiarized myself with like the parts of carts by removing said parts from carts in prior travels.
Yeah,
all the
everything
parts seem
seems
in
to be
order.
fine. There's nothing seem to be, the wheels are getting either dirty or worn, but at the same time they are heavy, sturdy, or like reinforced wheels, if you will. So
There's like a moment where Garbu reaches towards one of the spokes on the wheel, then he kind of like shakes his head and decides not to remove it.
Clarence in the background just like nods his head and he's like, "Thank God." And then he goes back to like packing his
Thank God.
shit. It's like, this is why I'm always behind, because I'm watching his ass.
But yeah. You might want to make note of a second day for him to roll his dice.
I did, yes.
Okay.
It's good that he's doing that, because I wouldn't be able to see what he's doing.
And we should be on the 10th now, if I'm correct.
Yes.
I had to make the joke for you, Clay, because it seemed like
my focus. Where?
Yes. Okay, so.
And I'm sorry, last night and tonight, so that's 2 rations.
Okay.
Or yeah, last night, and then it will be this one. That would be 2 rations. Let's go ahead and knock those 2 out so that we don't forget.
Dear God, I didn't realize how many rations we had because Bryce has been taking care of them. Oh dear Lord, why did you let us buy this many?
I'll let you buy whatever you
want.
want.
Because I told you guys to buy plenty of rations, so we don't have to worry about it. How many did you buy?
Plenty.
More than 20?
More than enough.
More than 20?
Plenty.
Okay.
I mean, we're under 20 now, but it was, or we're at 20 or something. It was plenty, and still is.
I'm at 21, if that makes you feel better.
Okay, yeah. And you're just feeding 1, we're feeding 2.
Yeah.
Plus we ate a horse for a little while.
Yeah, you guys did eat a horse.
We ate a horse's leg.
Idiots.
So you went and told Elise and Aeth.
Yeah.
I mean, checks out.
I wanted to see if there was like any sort of extra dimensional space in that cart based on yesterday's conversation of him not seeming to be in there.
Well, it definitely seems that there are more than appearances.
I think it's strange that the paper seems magical.
Probably contracts and shit.
Wow.
I mean, I've learned to not question things too much unless you want to get into trouble.
In a lot of trouble.
We've gotten into enough trouble, I guess.
Most of the trouble's been fun though so far.
I don't know. Shooting a mare with an arrow.
Details.
Attacking a person that's on a roof and getting them off the roof, beating them your death.
I mean, in the end, it was all worth it.
I was more talking about like going down in the well and just traveling with you guys in general. But now that you put it into perspective, it does seem like we get into bad trouble quite often.
It's not my fault, at least.
Got, we. ah,
It just kind of seems to follow us. It's not any of our faults.
Yeah, it just randomly happened.
yes, randomly shooting someone with an arrow happens.
To
I
be
mean,
fair, he was kind of asking for it.
yeah, exactly.
I was. I can't. I can't confirm or deny that he was asking for it. I was not there.
We were
Mhm.
trying to help, and he was being a bit extra.
Mm.
Let's. Yeah.
I also
Okay.
barely remember that. It's been more
Yeah.
than a day ago.
That was a few weeks ago. Okay. Well, this is now, and we can worry about the future a little bit with this. Maybe we should keep yes, no pun intended, an eye out on Bell and his associates just to make sure nothing happens.
I mean,
I
I've been
really
doing
don't
that.
Well, I mean,
I've
like,
also been trying
well,
to. Have you not been keeping an eye out?
Yeah, what have you been doing?
I mean, I thought both of your eyes were out.
He's an old man. He sleeps on the way.
very funny, Claire. No, I mean,
That
I'm
canonically was Clarence saying that. No?
Yeah.
that was yeah. I'm just saying we should probably follow him around. Sure. 'Cause I
I mean, yeah,
do
if
get the feeling.
that's what it seems, we can follow him. No paying us for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Rather not have to deal with getting so close to Crisport and then something terrible happening.
yeah, I can stand around and keep an eye out.
Oh, well, both my eyes are out, so I can stand
If someone already made that joke, it's not funny the second time.
around. Fine. I didn't see that the reaction was gonna be so hard.
And like, do you hate yourself or something that you like make jokes about yourself all the time?
I've been taught that help with coping is to mock yourself.
Okay, it's getting a bit excessive. So are you okay?
That's not a very positive way of looking at things.
I'll try to look for the positives next time.
Well,
Just saying, maybe you shouldn't belittle yourself that way. I mean, look at me. I'm as little as I can be. If I belittled myself, I'd be even smaller.
Was belittle the word of the day?
No, little's a normal word. Word of today was establishment.
okay.
He just every now and then just pulls out his glasses and opens his book and like that's the word of the day. And then he puts it back up and then he goes back to
That word of the day pulls out like it's pince nez, the little like nose glasses, and puts them on the end of his kobold.
yeah,
snout.
like we're talking
And
about
then-
you get fancy for like 1 minute.
Yeah.
And
Pulls out
then
like
you
a fortune cookie sized piece of paper and just it's establishment today.
So, you guys saddle up, get your things and gear ready to go. And are you guys continuing the same pairing?
Mhm.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead and make perception checks for me and anything happening on the way there.
Guidance. The fuck is it? What are these roll lows today? God damn it.
Hey, speak for yourself. That's a good roll for me.
I mean, this is an 8 for me.
Guidance.
Ente. I said roll. God damn it.
Do I-
No. God damn it.
What am
Only
I
one.
rolling? Perception.
23 for me.
I couldn't even remember. 25.
Nice.
For once, the front is doing better than the back.
I mean, I rolled a fucking 8.
So anything happening on the way to Iron Mare?
Oh no, is anything happening?
At one point, relatively early after we've left, I'll wait till like kind of like between like the beginning of the day and lunch, so that I know that the person I'm messaging isn't busy. And I'll cast sending. And I'll target my paw.
Okay.
Hey Pa, I just want to let you know that we're a little bit north of Gray Hill and we're heading up to Crisport on a job, but in probably less than a week, maybe half a week, we should be down in Beaumont.
Just keep me updated. I'm glad it seems you're doing well. How's Clarence? Is he keeping you out of trouble?
The glorious
I think-
question on
I
sending.
think long and hard about if I should use another spell slot.
Do you?
Do you?
I'll cast
He's gonna roll.
again.
Can't disappoint.
First thing that comes out of my mouth is, I can't respond after this. Clarence is doing well. I will be bringing some gifts for you and Ma when I come. Love you.
Oh, that's really thoughtful. Well, both of y'all need to stay out of trouble. If you can, bring us back anything great. Hopefully you're eating well.
Thinks about the literal like raw horse leg that we were eating not long ago. Yeah, we're eating great. I just think to myself, yeah, we're eating great. Also, the boots I ate the other day that saved us on some rations.
So, as you guys start your traveling,
The garbage version of junk food.
Elise, you would notice as you guys are traveling, there is about 3 horsemen who kind of start to ride up a little bit behind you guys, and you happen to, with your perception, it does look like the same individuals from last night, and then like about like a minute or two, they kind of veer off and just go like past you guys.
Release sends a message to the lead one and goes, "Hey, hello again.
Don't try
Bye."
nothing. I'll kill you.
You don't get a response or anything.
Like that's the intent behind it. is
Yeah,
don't
like
try
that's just
nothing, I'll
Elise
kill
just showing like, "Hey, I noticed you," and that's like, Elise like for like a slight minute looks at looks down at her hands and like you see like the like a bit of a water drip off her hands. She's like, "Ah, never mind."
As they ride past, I'll like wave and be like, "Have a great day."
They
The
just
idea that Elise is
they seem like they observed you and all that, but they kept riding ahead and they just keep going faster than what you guys are going. So
I just send a message to Gar. We just keep an eye out for any possible traps because these people seem a bit shady.
I will look to Clarence and be like, "Can you keep an eye out for traps? Because that is an investigation thing to do." And Garbu knows his own weaknesses, and I will guide Clarence on his investigation.
Oh my god. At least he knows.
I know my limitations sometimes, especially when
Sometimes.
they're intelligence based.
why not? Ooh.
And he has guidance if you want to add the D4.
Guide.
25.
Ooh.
25.
25.
The front is being led by 225s, so perception and
Um,
investigation.
So you guys continue your traveling, and it feels like about one of those times where you guys would typically have stopped. You guys would have stopped and you guys have been doing this so far. About half of your journey, kind of stop, stretch your legs, allow the horses to rest for a second, and walk around, check on things and stuff like that. But as you guys are coming up to this area, Clarence's Clarence will note to you, Garbu, that uh if it was me and if those people were shady, this looks like it would be about a good area to hit us in, as it starts
Slow
looks
down.
like a little bit of a rockish like terrain, with a little bit of hills kind of on the sides, on both sides of this trail.
I'll lean back, and kind of, I'll look at Eighth and I'll be like, slow down, loud enough that he should be able to hear, but trying to not be too loud.
Slow down.
So you guys, I'll say, how far are you going to try to stop from this little area?
I like trying to. I'll stop my cart probably before 100 feet. Trying to think like how far would that be? Yeah, like a half a football field away, I guess, which is 150 feet in real life.
Okay, sure. What do you guys do?
He just like, I guess, hops off the cart and moves up to the front. Should I just make a show of force and see if they just ignore us after that?
You could probably send a message to the guy, and
Yeah, I mean, I need to know where he is, sort of. But
you could point probably to like both sides of the road and just try it, see if he's there, and just be like, if you try something, you'll die. I mean, I could also just walk out there and just not be hit, probably.
What do
I
we
mean, what
suggest?
do I mean, what
You
do we
have
do? I mean,
pretty good range. Could you hit them from here if they ambush us up there?
oh, probably.
I was saying if you stay back by the carts, maybe the rest of us walk forward or something.
I mean, I could just make a show of force, right, and see if they. I mean, they look like random, like Joe's. They look like random fucking bandits to me, right? At best.
The three that you noticed last night and happened to
Yeah.
be about the same as they were traveling, they didn't look like they were packing. They almost look like
Alternatively,
they really look like
scouts, maybe.
I would
That's the right word.
I think that could be about a decent word, because they didn't really look like they had like a backpack or anything on, but yet they didn't have like really any equipment or anything like that either.
Alternatively, I have an idea. Eighth, what
Hmm.
about you, Clarence? You could probably summon your turret on this cart, and then Eighth, you ride on this cart with me up there. Or actually, why don't Eighth, me and you just walk up there, and then if things go bad, you can just thunder step us back like you did when that thing was attacking.
I can do that.
Yeah, me and you just walk up there, see if it triggers any sort of ambush. See if there's
Try
any
it.
ambush up there. Maybe get a bit of a closer look, and then at least you and Clarence can hang back here.
Mm.
Maybe try to trigger the ambush before the carts are up there to try and avoid them getting damaged. I mean, we could
Sounds like-
repair any sort of damage.
Sounds like a plan to me.
I'd
Try
rather
to
I've
save,
my-
avoid any damage, so.
I have my
rather
magic
save
ready.
that. Okay, I guess me
Alright,
and
let's
Eighth
go.
will walk up.
Okay.
I'll cast as we're getting close to where the ambush area seems to be. Based on what Clarence said, I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself. You know what? I'll actually cast Shield of Faith on Eighth.
I'll
Okay.
cast Armor Bag of Fists on myself.
Never mind. I'll cast Shield of Faith on myself because he can absorb some hit points. I can't.
All right. So you guys park your cart a little bit of a decent amount away and uh, travel in that direction. And as you kind of get up there, continuous on the trail, and you can see uh, that this like hills kind of on both sides, rockish like terrain, like could be a good spot.
Do I hear anything in the rocks around me? Anybody like breathing or anything like that?
Why don't you guys go ahead and make perception checks? And of course, for you, it's a survival check.
Survival.
I couldn't guide myself for this one.
18. Hey, I beat the person that's good at that stuff.
I rolled an 8.
I'll just keep an eye out to see if I'll also keep an eye out around the carts to see if anyone's there. Trying to sneak up on us. Oof.
Oh,
I'll roll my d4 on top of that because I'm d4. 15. Although I do have like it's so funny. Like my passive perception is so much higher than rolling. Goddamn.
That's how it always is.
As you
It's
guys are
literally-
kind of like standing there and you're looking around, you feel like though you
Is
see
this around like here?
Yeah, I'll just go ahead and move you
Map-wise?
guys there.
I was just asking
Oops,
for the
there.
sake of
Yeah, no, you're fine. It kind of like the two little hills on your left. It kind of looks like you feel like you're seeing soft movement in a couple
I'll
of
start
places.
trying to climb up there.
You want to climb up there?
Yeah. I'll go
Okay.
up there.
All right then. What about you?
Carby, wait.
Wait.
Yeah. You can come out. We can see you.
Make
No point in hiding.
Make a persuasion check.
Natural 1. No.
Not
I
quite.
mean, that's still
16.
pretty low for him, but if it's below 10, that's on the lower side.
You hear a voice as it echoes back out. I think it's good where I am. I don't know about you though.
Just let us pass, and nothing will happen.
How about you pay us and then nothing will happen? That
Okay,
sounds
come
like
out
a
so
fair
we can pay you.
Hey, you can leave it on the ground where you're at. It seems
How
like
much?
you traveled a decent bit. Why don't you can travel back after you placed it on the ground?
You can tell your two friends on our left to find better places to hide next time. Then.
I'll surely do that.
So why
I
not
guess
just let us pass?
meet the S1.
Ah!
I'll turn to Ace and I'll be like,
Ah!
are we killing them?
Dab on them. Tell them to step into them.
Listen, we have important business. Why don't you just let us pass, and nothing will happen.
And I'm telling you, pay us and nothing will happen. I feel like that's pretty obvious. Isn't that pretty obvious? Yeah, I thought that was pretty obvious. You're the only one making it difficult here.
Now.
You hear where they are? Can you hear where the source is?
You will have to speak up a little bit more too.
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear where the source is coming from?
No.
Guys?
I'd say you guys can tell it's coming from your left as well, but not like a pinpoint location,
Mm.
just because of the echo.
Are you strong?
Am I strong?
Do you think you could throw something weighing 50 pounds up there?
I think of myself. Am I really that strong to do that?
I mean, it's still quite a lot.
Yeah, I'm a hefty boy with my armor.
If you were a barbarian, probably, but
Yeah, probably not.
this was Tay. I could see it happening, but
Mhm. One campaign ago. Probably not. I can't get you up that high. Get you
Okay.
partially up. You start climbing up there. I'll distract. So, what would you want? Would you want silver, gold,
I'm gonna attempt to
platinum?
stealthily climb up the hill. DM.
I'm just. Does he get advantage for me to doing a distraction?
That would just make it normal.
I'm trying.
Honestly, no. Just make a regular your disadvantage stealth check.
13.
I mean, not too bad, I guess.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's not bad.
Could have been
It's good.
14, okay? It could have been 14.
So,
It could have been 14, but it's 13.
uh, as you're going on and you hear the voice talking about, it sounded like he said something about, you guys seem like you have a lot, 1,000 gold, and you can pass. As Garbu, as you do go kind of like between the two hills, are you going between the two hills or are you like going up one of the hills?
I guess. Where does it sound like the voice is coming from, between or up? I'm going towards the voice.
It sounds like he's projecting his voice. You know it's from your left-hand side. It's just you hear the projection.
I'll go straight left then and try and judge as I'm moving which
Okay.
way I need to go, I
So
guess.
I'm going to say you're going in between then.
Okay.
Okay. As you do, and you kind of start to see like what almost starts to look like somebody kind of like on the other side of the hill. You happen to notice as well that there is 3 people on both sides of you up on the hill behind the rocks as they fire their arrows down at you.
Okay.
And then as they do, Aeth, you also get fired upon by 3 others. So
I hear a baby eating, I think.
No, it's a
for the
baby
first
sleep struggling.
for the first 3 are going to be for you, Aeth.
Okay.
You got the extra hit points. We'll be fine.
14, 12, and 11.
They all miss.
And then the next 6 for you.
6? Okay.
Yeah, there were 3 people on both sides of you. Okay. Yeah, 7, 8. Why are you rolling so low?
Listen, they could be
3,
rolling a lot higher than this and still missing.
14. Yeah, no, they all miss. That's so sad.
At least
You,
the
are
city
you
guy-
sure you? I'm not charismatic, but I'm gonna be like, are you sure you don't want to die? Like,
They
are you sure you
all-
want to die?
That
As all
is-
these arrows just
I
miss.
don't understand how they
Also,
could roll.
they're on around me. About how far now that I can see them are they all from
Oh
me?
god, why did I do that? Well,
As they fire off attacks.
give me a second.
Because I wasn't exactly taken off guard as I knew that there were enemies around.
Well, of course, but give me a second.
So I think I would get something in retaliation.
Give me a second. I will put you in here.
I'm looking forward to spirit guardians just hitting all the people around me.
They gotta just look at Clarence, like at least look at Clarence. Oh, look at that.
They see them missing Aeth.
Yeah, exactly. Look at them. Like, nine 9 arrows and all of them like couldn't even hit our
I can't
noodle.
explain. I really can't explain.
It couldn't
I,
even hit
I-
our noodle.
I am going to put at least on the map just so you can see, and I'll put
I
Clarence.
mean,
there while
Clarence could have sent his cannon up with us in theory.
Nah, well, you didn't
Yeah.
say that, so no.
Yeah.
No, he probably keep it.
But
We'll keep it
I'm
close
having you
by.
guys up there just so you could see what's the map and all that. And I will activate this.
I'm on this side.
Yes.
Dang it. They just don't happen to be close enough, I guess.
And
Roll initiative.
yeah.
I mean, I'll be making my way as well, and just tell Clarence to stay with the rest.
Okay, with this
And Clarence will probably summon Terrence to keep guard with him.
this will be a little bit before you get there at least.
Is the cart down
Yeah,
this
don't worry about
way?
it.
Yeah, it's towards like the bottom end.
Okay.
And
Initiative.
I already got all of you on here, besides
okay.
Elise.
Do I still need to hit the button? Oh.
No.
Ooh.
I got you.
15.
I don't know how you can't hear that sound, but I guess it's just me.
Do you need to roll Elise as well to see when she'll come on the map?
No. It depends on how fast she's moving to get there.
Strolling, no.
Because
She's at a leisurely pace.
you guys,
Also, these guys apparently suck, so we might want to take it easy on them. Just saying.
well,
No, at least will run.
yeah. Okay, so I'll say
I'm going to be trying to deal
60.
non-lethal damage because these are apparently children.
90. So I'll say on the third turn, you
Sure.
start your turn anywhere near the bottom end. So I'll just stick you down here for right now.
Sounds good.
All right. Let's see.
So I assume it was this guy speaking. This guy over here.
I mean, you can assume.
Oh, because you said the voice was coming from like that direction.
So you can assume. Sorry, I like being a dick. Sorry.
Did either side feel like it had like more accurate arrows coming
Yes.
towards me?
No.
These hills?
They
Either
all
of these
suck.
two hills?
They
all
suck.
they
But
they were ready to shoot outwards, but it was kind of like you
Taken off
as
guard.
you like just boldly going up, they're like the hell and just like turning fire.
This tiny 2 foot tall kobold just starts walking towards them.
It's sad to
And
say. It's just sad
I
to
mean-
see.
I mean,
I'm not even
Yeah,
walking, I'm like trying to sneak.
Yeah.
technically with a small size, they should always roll a disadvantage because you're such a small target to hit.
One
And
would
you had the
think.
6 foot- you had the 6
I'm
foot-
just
6
going to
tall,
kind of
yeah.
start skipping through here
There it is.
until one
They're all just missing.
until one
probably.
impresses me enough.
They're
They're
all
like-
just
Is it
missing.
Is it really that sad?
It's just that sad. Because like I'm not. There we go. But it won't hit you. But an 18.
What is it? What is it? No, miss.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have hit me without Field of Faith.
I mean, at
All
least they
right,
impress him.
Aeth, it is your turn.
I see that guy right here. The one that's right on this side,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I'll move right there on that one.
Okay.
Sword out and ready to go. Ooh, fancy.
Yeah, I like the X now. It lets us know like where you previously were.
I'll cast Hex on him. As I move over to. Uh-oh, someone dropped a can.
It's a war zone.
The war zone. Alright, I'll cast Hex on him. With disadvantage on dexterity checks. Alright. Here we. Alright, yeah, I'll just. That is a stupid spell. First attack. Ooh, a
Hey.
natural 20.
Still hits for
Wait,
shit though.
Yeah, I gotta roll d6 on that too, though.
2d6. Because crit.
Yeah.
Crit.
Hey, nice. Plus your hex is critted as well.
Oh, it already rolled
yeah,
that.
mine-
4 plus 7.
No, minus the 1 on that. That's right or no?
Oh yeah, why
No,
did it roll 3d6?
I don't know why I rolled 3d6.
Oh,
I
because it's a
clicked
third
add.
level? No, but it
Yeah.
shouldn't. It shouldn't do more damage for the higher levels. It should be 1d6 only.
Might be glitched.
Even just with the normal, like you just kind of like rush up and just slash this guy as he goes down.
Oh,
Ah,
oh, the poor baby. They are so weak.
I think we should have done the show force thing so they could have lived.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, Garbu's going for the non-lethal, but 8th didn't get the memo.
Or anyways, what are you doing next?
I can't do a last attack. So. right?
Okay.
So I'll just stand there at the ready.
Impressive damage. Doesn't hit.
Yeah, no. What was it, like a 4?
A 13. This is just sad. Alright, Garber, what are you doing?
I know 4 arrows came at me from this direction. So I guess I'll head up the hill. I see them now.
Yeah,
I'll come up a little more. I can see them all.
sure.
I'll use my last 5 feet and go right in the middle of them all.
Okay.
And
Yeah,
I'll
right.
think about doing spiritual guardians, but I'll know if I do that I'm wasting my bonus action. So instead, as my action, I'll grovel, cower, and beg. I'll be like, "No, please don't kill the little kobold." Right there, which will give me advantage on the rest of them. And I will cast my spiritual weapon. Which one do I want to kill first? I'm non-lethally killing them.
I don't know if you can
that makes
non-lethally
sense.
with a spiritual weapon, but
Frying
I'll aim
pan.
for non-vital parts that the radiant damage hits, I guess.
Oh,
So my
oh,
spiritual weapon,
right.
it's a see what piece of garbage do I want it to be? It's a broken wagon wheel that appears,
okay.
and I'll have it just kind of slam into the side of this guy who's the most recent to have attacked me, I think.
Okay. Takes the damage.
Okay. And I'm just still grovel, cowering, and begging in front of them.
Fantastic.
And I think it's to the end of my next turn, but I'm gonna double check that. Yeah, end of my next turn.
And it's allies within 10 feet of you, right?
Enemies within 10 feet of me.
Oh, so I do get advantage on that?
You would have
Good then?
advantage on these ones that are within 10 feet of me.
Oh,
That's
okay.
specifically how it works. I was mostly doing
Oh.
it. Oh, I had advantage on that hit. I could have critted. Let me.
Well,
just-
anyways. What's
I'm just
your
re-rolling the
AC,
20.
Aeth?
Is it slashing attack?
No.
17.
Hey, 17 hits.
Hey!
Take
Armor of Agathis.
2 damage.
They take 2 damage too.
He'll take that 2 damage. He'll be happy to take
I
that.
think it has to be a melee attack for Armor of Agathis, doesn't it? To take the damage.
Let me look.
They're
I think
doing
the
that
idea
bad.
is
I
that they
might
like
make them all
slash you
take
or
damage.
hit you. I think the idea is that they would like slash or hit you, and then they would take a little bit of splash damage from the cold.
Oh, if it hits me with a melee attack.
Okay, so he don't take that 2 damage.
Sorry to spoil the 2 damage he could have taken, but
Darn.
I mean it seems like they go down relatively easy.
Mhm.
Kind of feels
Relatively.
bad.
Hey, 21
On who?
That hits.
AS. 5 damage. They're slowly ramping it up.
It's
Okay.
the ones in the back are doing a little better, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. It's just still
They
sad to
kept
me.
their best on the back lines.
Because you pretty much came up. They're just going to start slashing you. They get advantage because you're flanked.
Okay.
15.
Miss.
No.
I'm not scared of the hit.
11. No. It's just sad.
Can you even see me behind the rock?
At this point, I don't know if it matters.
I guess so.
Hey, I'm at this point. I'm just going for
What's
damage
it?
because I can't.
What is it?
21.
Hey, that is my current AC. Good sir.
Take 4 damage. If they hit, they do it very weakly. But if they don't hit,
To be fair, I am concentrating on a spell. I'll give you what benefits you can have.
what benefits this poor guy can have?
Yeah.
What are you concentrating on?
Shield of Faith.
Shield of-
Or
Yeah, that's
something.
true.
Saving throw, right?
Con, yeah.
Hey,
Uh-huh.
Shield of Faith drops. My AC's now 19. If they can hit that.
Probably not.
Yeah.
Still can't. It's just so sad. Like, I kind of want to put them away.
We gave you the chance to surrender. You still can at any time.
I'll yell out. I'm not too charismatic, but
Yeah, don't worry, the AoE damage is coming.
Oh wait, I gotta roll.
Uh,
For
he'll come
Like,
up.
like,
oh,
well,
wait, no, I
AoE
killed him.
damage is coming from me as well next turn. I just
Yeah, so I'm sure it's about to be on the way. And stop copying this stupid thing.
do you
Yeah,
want Tidal
it's-
Wave? Do you want Erupting Earth? Do you want Cold Lightning? Like, what do you want?
You're about
this
to have
one.
a chance to do a little bit of damage to me, but
Hey, 21
think it's-
again.
on me,
Yeah,
yeah, that hits. So my AC's down to 19 now.
5 damage.
5. Ooh, wait, let me check something.
Mhm.
It's fire damage. Sorry, I just wanted to check.
It's 5 fire damage that he's doing.
No, that I have is it
He's poking you
resistance
with-
or immunity or something?
Resistance, I think. I don't think you can get immunity on this one.
Nope, that doesn't.
I get immunity at like level 16.
Hey,
or
what you
something.
doing?
This one in front of me. Can I move my hex over from the dead guy? Oh wait. Oh, since that guy I killed right there, he becomes a zombie.
Because it's some bitch.
Yes.
Okay.
It's just my feature. Since I killed someone with my hex, they become a zombie.
Is that once per day or once per short rest or something?
Once for sure.
I was just
There you go.
asking because I want to know if you can use it like more than once during this combat.
I cast a Cosmic Bolt at the zombie. Die.
Oh no! We'll say it's a
Um,
specter. We'll say it's a specter, not a zombie.
Well, he's a zombie now, so
I cast
that's
it
who I
as a
brought
spectre.
out.
Trying to see what it's at level 6.
Yeah. There you
Okay.
go. Does have 13
levels-
AC. I kill it.
It
I
has
have Jo-
six-
I have Joseph.
It has 6 hit points.
Joseph, can I kill it?
They need your help at this point.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna just throw that one off. Go for it. What do you?
Nice.
Oh
what
wait,
do you-
no.
It is good,
Wait, no,
but
no. It has 3 hit points. It has 3 hit points instead.
Okay.
Just keep it there. It's gonna get one shot anyway.
Yeah. I'll attack his friend, or I'll move the hex from him to the his friend.
Okay.
As he just sees his friend get back up and turn towards him.
Then I can hit
Yes.
that Cosmic Bolt in the side of the head and dies.
Yeah. You know what? I wouldn't even waste a cosmic bolt on him. To be honest.
I mean, it's just a
Um,
cantrip.
Yeah. Yeah. I still wouldn't waste a cantrip on him. All right. Let's go for the longsword.
All right, go for it.
7 and a 5, so 12 points of damage.
Okay.
I don't know if it turns him into a zombie too or Spectre too. I
That you'll have to
don't think it
read.
does.
'Cause I'm pretty sure there should be a limit.
No, you create an army of specters.
Oh god, that'd be scary.
I think. I'm trying to see if it
What
doesn't
kind of
show.
warlock? What kind of warlock are you?
Hexblade.
Oh, it's a hexblade thing. I've never seen people actually fucking use it.
Because they don't pay attention.
I mean, yeah, that's a given.
I will then move from here, and then I will go right there.
What do you
5.
want your zombie to do?
Backflip.
I'll have him go towards this one right here.
Okay.
I don't know if I can
Alright.
make an attack.
You can
I gotta
only-
roll his initiative.
Nah,
you
don't
can
worry
do
about
one.
it. I got it.
You can
I'm
do
just
you can do it once.
I wanted to
Even
know
the-
if he could just have like an army of undeads as he like hexes each person.
He can only do one.
Alright. Anything else?
I'll use my second attack. Yeah. Right here.
Go for it.
Did you move your hex? You can do it
Yeah.
each time they die.
He did.
Okay, I'll move it. I'll move it over to this guy now.
I was just making sure that you're making use of that. It's like each time they die, you can move it. So you can just kill, move, kill, move.
Alright,
No,
second
you need to
attack.
use you need to use
Ooh.
a bonus action.
Oh, is it?
Oh
a
no, I
bonus?
can't. It's a bonus, yeah. That one.
Never mind.
You stab your zombie and he
Didn't
dies.
need it anyways.
No,
He
Then
stabs
kill-
the rock.
I'm gonna say you go to swing wildly, and you do hit the rock, and so you lose one attack next round.
That's fine.
Not that
still
it matters.
kill.
Not that it matters. But
I'm being nice.
I mean,
Being nice.
they're gonna start hitting at some point, and you're gonna change your tune.
I know.
Will they?
Yeah, will
Yeah.
they?
Yeah.
They probably will. I'm not gonna lie.
Like, our-
Oh, please move closer. I'm begging you.
Shut up.
Statistically-
Let me do my thing.
No, I'm talking to the bandit, not you, DM.
I cast counterspell on Garbu, whatever he's doing next.
You're not in range yet, I don't think.
Actually, that would be with
I could
advantage
cast-
because you're flanked.
Awesome.
19
Who, me?
hits.
Ranged, I don't think has flanking. That's melee.
They don't. It's only
Aw,
melee.
look,
Melee only
give
has
me
flanking.
something, okay? They're
If
rolling
we're rules lawyering this, we're rules lawyering it.
They
DM.
are awful.
They are.
Just-
I
just
gave
br-
you something. I lost Guild of Fate.
Alright, 3 points, Aeth.
Was that a melee attack?
Yes,
They take 3 back.
Alright. He takes 3 back.
that's fine. He dies for me, but you know, I'm
Oh,
just kidding.
Did he run around the rock? DM?
I don't
Did he
care.
run out? and
I
around
really
it?
don't care at this point.
I was
It's-
gonna ask, would 8th have gotten an opportunity attack?
No, you rolled a net one. No opportunity attack.
Nope.
Could that
I
have
gotta
been the
take
attack
it.
he lost?
No, he couldn't.
Alright, he's good.
This one does have advantage.
What are you
I'm on
doing,
te-
Garby?
I'm on Team Bandit.
I will cast a little, just a tiny little spell.
I really hope that you roll like once on all of the. God damn it. They're all
16.
gonna die.
At the start of their turns, they have to roll a save or take 16.
Oh my
but my
god!
special weapon. Which one's the one that just attacked me? This
I think
guy?
it was the one up here. Yeah.
Okay. Spiritual weapon is going to move. It's just going to go straight through the guy right here. And then it's going to move up here, go straight through this guy because it's ethereal, and then go over here. And then it's going to attack the guy who just attacked me. And I still have advantage because of the, what's the thing I did last time? Grovel, cower, and
Bravo,
beg?
cower, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'll say my spiritual weapons, as it appears, it's a bunch of like, just junk, just trash, just flying around in the air. That's just like
Oh my
buffeting and
God.
berating them.
A trash vortex. You're littering all over the place, by the way.
It's all tinder.
I hope you're proud. Didn't roll the damage. Did it?
Advantaged. Normal. 9 damage to him.
You hit him before, so he's down.
No, that was the guy down here I hit before.
I'll
But
keep
they'll
track.
both go down at the start of their turns, guaranteed, pretty much, even if they take half damage.
There we go. Okay. Get that off.
Next guy. So this guy just sees a trash vortex up on this hill. You all
Uh,
just see a trash vortex.
Pretty
at the
sure
top of the
16
hill.
doesn't hit you, Aeth.
If it's a melee slashing attack, my armor class is actually 18. So no.
Fan-
Because of the shell armor.
Nice.
What did you say yours was? 18?
18, yeah.
Fantastic.
For melee. It's still
I
16
forgot 'cause of
for
the-
range.
Because
Right.
it says slashing and bludgeoning attacks.
No, not you. You.
Hey,
Yeah.
at the start of his turn.
Oh, I still
need you
had
to roll me a
still
save.
had this guy.
Oh,
Hang on.
sorry.
He's
uh,
alive!
I need
Ah!
that guy to die. God. You know, you think this flanking stuff would help them, but like it just doesn't at this point.
It's just sad.
It's
Yeah,
it's sad.
Spiritual Guardians probably can't be non-lethal. So,
No.
Yep. Forget the non-lethal. I tried. I gave them multiple
I don't
chances
even
to
think-
surrender.
No,
He hit
because
the
that's
zombie.
he can't even hit the zombie.
Yes!
I mean,
I
these
don't know why
these
you thought this was going to go a different way.
these guys are a bunch of commoners, and it's fine. It's understandable.
Hey, we gave them multiple warnings. Okay? We shouldn't feel any guilt about this. They were warned multiple times. Is that an intelligence check to see if he wants to move into the garbage storm?
No, it was something else, but somewhat. At least let's get you in on this. Let's see where
Listen,
you're at.
if these guys are all dead on my next turn, I'm darting to the
Oh,
next hill
at
over.
least this turn.
That's my turn.
There we
Oh,
go.
wait.
So
He's
at
gonna
least
count.
you come in as you kind of like seeing how they were getting ambushed, but then like kind of as you like come in, you start to like slow down a little bit as you see like.
And this is a hill, by the way, so I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see the guy on the next hill over. You see
Yeah.
Garbu has a little garbage storm going on.
Oh, this looks great.
It's all ethereal garbage, too. It's like
See a
glowing
zombie.
and...
See a zombie fighting one of the commoners.
Yeah, you do see a zombie fighting a commoner. Should you help the zombie or the commoner?
Oh, thank you, thank you.
To be
We
fair.
we needed your help. It was very scary.
Elise just looks around and is like, oh well, this is kind of a mess. Whatever.
They're the ones that are by me are fine. You hear Garbu going like, please just surrender.
Like Elise looks at him, but this is a bit of an extreme rate of forcing surrender by straight up killing them. But okay.
It's that or surrender.
Okay.
I have these ones if you want to go help Aid. He's a little bit softer.
Okay. Fine. I'm just reloading the fucking thing because my laptop decides that it's apparently fun to show blank pages.
Oh, do they all go before me too? Oh, this is not going to be good for them.
I'm just gonna, I guess, waltz forward. My 30 feet there. Oh, wait. Is that 30 feet? Or is this 30 feet? Yeah, that's 30 feet there. And I guess I'll do next to this one over here, I guess. How far away are you, bastard? Well, he's also within cosmic range. Well, of course, on the way there, I would have cast my form as I was running.
I think that would be easy enough.
I almost imagine you are waltzing too when you're walking here, just to scare them
Do-do-do-do.
more.
To be fair, she probably didn't know
Okay, so
that we were doing so well until she got up to where she could hear us.
Yeah. I guess that one gets hit in the face.
You just
Oh.
obliterate his head like it just explodes.
At least
All
it
over
goes
the
like,
zombie.
at least
Yeah.
it, like that stands there, goes like, ah.
And once he's gone, you see the zombie.
Well, this is like I shout up to Garbo as my bonus actually shout up to Garbo. It's like, should I just go back? She's a bit extreme.
Them to surrender? I yelled to her, can you convince them to surrender?
At least as my bonus action will go like, guys, if you just want to give up, just do it now, or you're getting kind of fucked there. Just run.
I'm not even going to have to make any sort of
I'll say
perception.
please to try and
safe.
help her.
So these people will end up fleeing.
Yep. Yeah, good for them.
This one.
At the start of their turn, they have to roll a saving throw.
Yeah, no, I know. That's why I was.
Two of them have already taken damage, so they would have to roll the save before they even have a chance to flee.
He makes
Because I
it.
can't drop it till my turn. I don't think.
makes
Who
it?
did?
He makes
Which
it.
one? This guy?
Hold on. That one
Because
makes
these two
it.
have already taken damage, so they would still take 8 at half damage.
Okay, he still dies.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Only one of
Uh,
them even has a chance to survive at this point.
And then I'll
He
make
makes
two
it. No, he still dies.
more. I'll say he's next. He makes it, so he takes 8
Okay.
damage.
Please run.
He's also slowed in your zone too.
That's still just run here. Just run here. Get out of the circle and go, please.
No. He's just gonna do this. He's gonna be like,
He'll
he's gonna go this way.
wait. Hold on.
As my reaction, I try and push him. You know how like you get an opportunity attack? I try to help him go faster.
He'll get to like right there.
Okay.
And then the other guy.
Can I drop this thing, or do I have to wait for my turn?
He
you can drop
dies.
it. You can drop it on your turn.
Eighth, what are you doing?
Are they trying to flee from me?
At this moment, I think they're just trying to gang you because they don't see anything else happening.
Yeah, they don't know that people are being eviscerated.
I'll
But
have
the
the
guy
zombie.
they had the guy next to them just head get blown off.
Yeah, but they're
Well,
focused.
Yeah,
Yeah, hold on.
They're focused on me.
Hold
That
on.
is a good point.
Hold on.
Did they percept it that the guy dying?
You know what? I'm gonna take it as they would like to flee too, and it just depends on if you want an opportunity attack any of
I'll
them.
stop. Can I stop one of them?
Sure. Which one would
Just
you
be like,
prefer to
don't
stop?
do this again. Just don't do this
You know,
again.
I'll put them right back. You tell me which one you would prefer to stop.
I'm not gonna like. I'm gonna go for a non-lethal. Kind of click on it. That one.
You just like grab him, like, please. Take my advice.
Can I grab him?
How about both of you make a strength check?
Can it be athletics?
Yeah, both. It can be athletics.
Now the other guys have rolled
I
natural.
don't want to see this. Go ahead and roll.
Natural 20.
They're literal children at this point, aren't they?
This reminds me of. Do you remember that time when you were fighting like the ninjas at like in my campaign and you just gave up and you guys just demolished them? That's the exact same thing. Because I also rolled like trash there. I just
It was
gave
the
up
metal
there.
hand too. It was the
Okay,
metal hand
so
too.
they three were run. I think
He just pins him against the boulder with the metal hand.
it just goes back. It's so at this point it's If you guys allow the others to flee, they will flee.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
will kill
I'll
the zombie
just,
with the memes.
I'll come this way.
You don't have to.
Oh, hang on.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
don't kill the zombie yet.
I'll walk towards 8th, and when I see that he has one of these guys, I'll designate the guy. Can I designate people after the spell's cast?
Let me just drop the spell.
I'll
I
drop
mean,
the
isn't
spell
it
not.
if people just get into it as well?
No, it's
You have to designate creatures that you can see, but I don't
Yeah,
know if you can do it
you
once
should just
it's
drop it.
up. I'll
You
just
can
drop
s-
it. Yeah, I'll bring the spiritual weapon with me though.
Clarence is
I
just
have
in the
this
back,
broken wagon wheel.
like, just sitting back, like, man, I hope they're having fun.
I'll wave to Clarence to like bring the carts.
All right, so he'll start
guess.
bringing the carts around.
Him
But
and two of the
you
ladies.
do have the one guy, like, as he, like, they all start to run, and this other one goes, you just kind of like grab him, but you grab him so strong, you accidentally like clotheslined him backwards. So
Ah!
he's there. He's your prisoner now, if you will, at this current moment. And I gotta recuperate from that. We're gonna end it there. That was so like I wasn't expecting anything top tier, but like my expectations were like, okay, at least like
That's not a challenge.
like you know, like not even a challenge, just like I don't even know. So thank you everybody for coming out and joining us tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful time. I had a blast. They had a blast. We got cool new things. It's time to go. I hope you all have a wonderful day, a wonderful night, and we'll get you later. Bye.
Me and 8th each got 3 of them.